All right, session 23, The Savage Frontier. But how did we get here?
All right. So, previously, we began our session by gathering for breakfast, whereupon Cords was found to be kind of hungover, Thorin kind of in a similar disposition, and Rhoda had had another nightmare. It was generally pretty under the weather and not feeling well. Looks like whatever's going on is continuing, maybe getting worse. Um, Cords and Mullen kind of talked about the different types of magic and maybe what's going on. Maybe it's book related. After pulling themselves together, the group set out. I'm a little bit confused by my notes here. Did we make it to a second town and then set out again? Or did we meet the people first and then set out? Because we have a group of people we're escorting, and there was also some stuff we did in town.
Last week you started in Ampheo.
Yes.
All right.
After that, we set out there.
So we have not yet arrived in Red Larch, correct?
We have, but I mean, not where you are now. There's things to.
Okay. Anyway, we're currently escorting a group of traveling merchants. As we've been traveling, we've noticed food prices are getting higher. It's generally becoming more scarce, especially as we go further north. We recently were in a fight. They were something ugly. Party's okay. Our group's okay. Along the way, Thorin acquired his title Mr. Beard and Master Gnome. I know I'm missing some stuff. I think part of my notes got deleted.
Dragon?
Right, okay. So we stumbled upon the corpse of a dragon that had been felled. We weren't sure what by. It looked like it had crashed into the ground and skidded a bit, and there were some people poaching it there. Thorin and Cords went up and investigated. Tried being sneaky, didn't really go with it. Tried again being up front, and these people were obviously very defensive. It was clear they had not killed the dragon, but that they certainly were going to harvest it. Party opted to move on and leave them be. There was some talk about maybe this dragon was against the dragons, or maybe it was a part of that dragon and something's hunting them, but we weren't able to determine which faction it was aligned with.
It did have big claw marks. So.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Something big. And yes, we were escorting Simon, the merchant, to Yartar.
Yes, Simon, that's his name. Yeah.
Dealt with the ogres. So it's all over ogre now.
Ogres. All right, that's what they were.
-5 experience for that bad pun.
No! This isn't even their swamp. It's up north.
Yeah, also Tribor happened. But apparently...
Yes. We were in Tribor. Was it Golda went to speak with a person that she recognized, which was the Duchess? I'm not sure if she's called Duchess. Tribor.
Yeah, Duchess, or I forget what she was called.
Dorathra is her name. I know her name. I just don't know her title, right? Sure, Duchess or whatnot. And we explained the situation. She was surprised. She was the one that told us about the ogres, which Thorin failed horribly to find the information. And after spending a night in the inn and gathering some provisions for the cold north, that's when we came upon Simon.
And Simon has not been screwing with you.
Yeah.
Just to point that out.
Yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. There was a little bit more that happened, but I guess
Yeah, but I mean, like the part when we went to the 6 windows, I think, or 5 windows.
6 windows.
Six
One too
windows
short.
in. Yeah, that was funny, but it doesn't really carry a lot of story relevance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we ate dead rats, or someone ate dead rats.
Cords ate the dead rat.
Rat soup.
The red soup.
All right. So, as far as I remember, the last thing we did is you guys basically finishing the fight, and that was
Yeah.
it, right?
Yeah, Thorn is currently carrying my unconscious body back to the rest of the caravan.
Mhm.
All right. So that is where we will start again. So you just finished the fight. Most of the ogres actually fell down into the stream. So like some of them been washed down, others like maybe are still lying in there between a few of the rocks. Yeah, and some are up still. Up the cliff is too harsh, right? The bank still on the road. As you kind of turn around and return to the caravan wagon, is that it?
Thorin kind of swings Malin over the shoulder, right? So like the tips of her fingers and the tips of her toes are like almost touching the ground, and she's taller. And as he does that, he turns to Golda.
Almost.
Might as well check him. If these guys were stealing, they might have something.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was my thought, that they might have something useful for us.
Right. Yeah, do your thing. I'll carry the last back.
Is Cord still here?
Still falling.
Still falling. Okay. She
Very
kind of
slowly.
looks up at him and she's like, I guess you can help me once you get down here. And she starts rummaging through like gingerly, like lifting up loincloths, looking for coin pouches and stuff.
Not the loincloth.
Like maybe with a stick, like lifting up there, looking for belt pouches and stuff.
Hmm. I'm not going to go there.
No, not the wrinkly ones. There's not coins in there.
So most of the normal ogres are very like uninteresting. They have scars, plenty, but coins far less. So not on them at least. Like they have bones, a few heads, like bound to their loincloth. But nothing of worth, at least. Now, the one with the 3 arms, a thing that he has is like this amalgamation of armor, like this patchwork stitching thing of armor that protected him far better than his friends. His weapons also are made out of metal, at least, even though if they're not. Well, Thorin wouldn't say they are crafted.
No, we wouldn't.
And he at least has on his belt a big kind of kettle made out of some sort of tin.
Okay, so they really don't have much useful.
Looks small on him, but it's actually like a kettle like this, right?
And they were kind
Maybe
of
they-
camped out. Do they have
Yeah,
like?
you don't see their camp because they kind of heard you coming and came towards you, and you didn't get to them. And it was like, if you remember, it was like around this corner.
I guess Golda would, once she goes through there and sees that they don't really have anything on them, like go and see if they have anything stashed in their camp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do indeed. They do have stashes of stuff there. It mostly just like it's some crates, but also like it's like as you get around the corner, like there's like the stench, which was with them before, just of like sweat and not being washed ever. It gets even more pungent as you go around the corner, and there's like, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Great, I'm gonna vomit from the stink of ogres. Oh boy. All right, hold on. Let me get my character sheet. Oh, for some reason, I don't have it open yet.
Don't worry,
Right.
never needed lunch.
No, she's just gonna pass out from ogre stank.
On top of the ogre thing.
Yeah.
Hey, you lifted the loincloth, not me. All right. So you nearly throw up, but you kind of hold it in as you go around the corner and see why they were hunting. They weren't really attacking people because of the gold they were carrying. They were attacking the people because of the people. Because you see, as you go around the corner, you see the dead bodies of the people they killed, like hooked up and smashed in hooks that are smashed into the side of the wall. You see a few arms hanging out of like a bigger cauldron, and they're just like withering away, clearly dead. You see a few crates, also probably stuff that had died with them. A few old carts as well, but mostly you see skeletons, ogre-sized dumps,
Poop.
and yeah, like a big cauldron where like the foot in the arm kind of hangs out. The fire is out at this point.
So it's like the
And-
rat stew, but with people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Golda's kind of like, covering her mouth, and like, I guess she would maybe head back to Thorin and tell him what, in case they want to try to like bury what's left of the people or anything. Like, she's kind of tells him what you found as
He's putting
Quartz
Malin
still drifting on down.
on the cart when he turns around and just says, "What the shit?" Well, at least that explains why they left the swords lying around. Not much use for that now, do they?
Do you think we ought to try to bury, what's left of?
Well, for starters, let's step away from our escorts here. I don't think they need to be hearing about this. Do you guys
Already
wanna-
did.
They
Gosh,
probably know
dude.
anyway. I mean, they know
Okay.
they've been.
I mean, you also gotta drive
Oh,
right
sure.
by.
Is it like right on the path? It's not off
It's
it at
after
all.
the it's a curve, right? We're on a curve.
Yeah, it's like they don't care. They just
Okay. That's great.
Well, we should at least bury them so that they don't attract more scavengers of their kind.
Yeah. Or we could maybe. How fast flowing is the river?
Bury them would be great, less, but I don't have a shovel, do you?
Or burn them or do something. I mean, you're just gonna get,
Burning them calls
this
attention.
is how you get ants.
Attention from what?
I'd rather not find out, eh, Thorin?
just a reminder, it is deepest of winter and you're fairly far north at this point. Basically, this is like a tundra of frozenness. Right? That's the only reason why it wasn't worse, colder, because it's just like pretty cold.
I mean, I guess I'd ask if the caravan, anybody in the caravan might have some oil that we could just spread on things and like just torch it. Like if
Got a
there's
shovel?
we could spare some. Yeah, a shovel would work too. I don't imagine
Like,
Golda. I mean, Golda could put her dog to
Simon.
work digging.
Simon kind of looks at you, Thorin, and says, "A shovel? You want to shovel frozen ground?"
Well, then lamp oil or something, just to
Yes.
so we don't get wargs.
Yeah.
Something
I think
worse.
we should gather. I think we should gather a little bit of wood. I have a few flasks of oil. Is it a flask? Yeah, I guess it's a
Yeah,
flask.
flask of oil.
Right.
Absolutely.
Who's gonna help me gather up the remains? That's what I thought.
Yeah, I'll help you, Thorin. I'll help you.
Actually,
Golda
I'm
would
impressed.
help. I mean, she's not super strong, but she would try to help.
Double impressed. Sure, I'll gather some cloth, put it around my face. Go ninja dwarf.
Probably
Mhm.
not a bad idea.
And try to hold my breath. Just trying to get the bigger pieces out.
And we stabilized Malin, right? She's good. I think I remember stabilizing her at the end of the last game.
You used one of the kits
Yeah, that's
she
right.
had on her. Mhm. All right,
It's the
so
sleep
no one is
pills.
gathering any wood then?
Well, once the corpses are gathered, Golda would start getting wood. Like, I guess the carts that are there, she'd try to haul, like, get somebody to help her haul one of the broken down carts over, because we could just torch the cart by the,
Absolutely.
it's not going
Good
anywhere.
idea.
It's
When you
easier
op-
not- Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, there are, as I said, like there are a few carts. Also, like a few barrels and crates are like tossed to the sides as well.
Yeah, she'd probably go through them and see if there's anything useful in them or anything that the caravanners could take.
Mostly general supplies. Like a few of the barrels, like you open them, there seems to be like some ale in it. Others of the carts has like some porked meat, some grain.
I mean, as expensive as food is, she'd probably like notify, like let Simon know about it, because like he could probably use it or take it with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And there's like the only thing that might be worth something more for the volume of it, at least, right? Is like some sort of textile. Looks actually fairly fine textile, just like these big rolls, right? Rolled up textile, like on these big, like what is it, like I don't know, like 5-6 feet long, like really heavy because it's like this.
Yeah, like
Right,
almost like rolled
rolled up.
carpet, but bolt of
Mhm.
fabric.
Mm-hmm. Like very, very fine fabric. But just since it was more or less lying in the weather, it's been drenched and frozen and partially like soiled. Looks like the ogres used it as paper towel, like parts of it, so it's like partially unrolled.
I mean, I guess Golda would just like tell the caravan guys to take whatever they feel is worth taking. Anything else we can either burn or just
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah, I mean, most of the stuff is like it's not empty, right? They wanted to make the trip to sell stuff, so the cart is mostly filled, so they can't really carry everything. But yeah, they will kind of cut a good chunk where the ogre poo is on it, at least off of the fabric. We'll take that with them, and a few of the barrels with like the meat at least. It's a ream, is it? Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I can tell you in German, but that doesn't help you.
Sure.
Yeah. Then he'll give you like these two, looks like big, like 3 to 4 liter flasks of, is that like a gallon, I guess? Flask of oil to kind of drench a little bit of the fabric and the cold, partially wet like wood, and you burn them. So when Marlene, you would wake up when the wood is starting to get gathered. Probably put on your back on the ground, but on top of like some sleeping.
Pedros.
I don't know.
Oh god. I
Yeah,
feel
we
like
can
I
just
got the
dump you in
shit
a
beat out of
pile.
me.
Yeah, you wake up like from loud sounds, like wood being splintered with some axes, right? Some wood chopping axes.
Oh,
With
God.
wood.
Who's cutting down the forest? Where am I?
You see Thorin with one of his end axes. Well, welcome back among the living, lass. So what happened? You were fighting pretty well. I turned around and then you're dead.
Everything hurts right now, Thorin. I really don't want to talk about it. Oh, ow. What are you doing? Are you burning things?
Aye, about right.
Why? I'm gonna slowly stand up and try and stretch, which probably hurts more than it helps.
Mm-hmm.
Well, those
If you
big
want to help,
guys are-
pick a hand axe over here.
Golda would explain to her that the big guys were eating, like, snacking on travelers, and we're just trying to, prevent scavengers from gathering and blocking the road again.
Simon would chime in and say, also, they deserve a proper burial.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's true. I, would have buried them, but, we can't really do that.
I frown at Golda, then just look at Simon and like raise my elbows as I go, "Alflings."
Okay, so we're burning bodies and having a little cremation ceremony? Is that what's happening here?
I mean, I
I
don't
feel like I missed
really
a lot
know.
when I passed out.
You want to join? Not literally, of course.
Yeah, no, I'm not jumping in if that's what you're asking.
I'm assuming maybe one of the people in the caravan would know enough to say like some kind of prayer for them or something.
Yeah. Absolutely. So all in all, this takes a good amount of time. If you want to burn all the bodies, including the ogres at least, for the scavenger point of view, right?
Yeah,
And
I probably did burn them in a separate pile to, show respect to the dead people.
Yep. But like gathering them, alone carrying these chunks of meat, there are like about 25 or so bodies that you need to burn from humans plus the ogres. So yeah, that takes like a good few hours of hard work. But
Probably
again,
understood.
it is winter, and so there's most of the wolves, or what, are maybe not super keen on moving out during the daytime. So you do it without any more interruptions. Do your thing. A prayer is spoken, and then the bodies are burned. Yeah, with the help of the oil, most of it actually, just because of the sheer amount of stuff that you need to do. But yeah, this took about I guess 4 hours all in all. So.
I think we're not making it to Yartar today.
And that does not count as a short rest.
I know.
Just to be clear.
Well,
Carrying-
and talking about the rest in here, how about we move for another hour or so before we set up camp?
I think we moved for another hour or so. I couldn't stand to rest here. The
Stay.
stink alone is awful.
Yeah, we would probably want to move along a little ways just so we're
Mhm.
not.
Yeah, rest sounds good.
Yeah, it does. All right. So you move further, a few more hours, let's say 2, which brings you a little bit further than the halfway point to Yatta. And then you bed down, then you make camp. Drive the wagon a little bit off the road. Light a fire. Start to burn, getting one of the jerky out that you guys found earlier. And camp. Now, when you start to sleep, just a question: do you guys wear your armor or not, or do you put it off?
Thorin will wear his because is been burned once.
I didn't understand. Thorin?
Will keep his. He was burned once.
Alright. Constitution saving throw then.
How uncomfortable is it to sleep in leather?
It's not super comfortable, but it's a lot better than hard armor.
Excellent.
If it's
Actually, can I?
not too bad, I probably would have stayed in mine.
This is a little.
Alright.
Let me. Does that work? Sure, that's kind of cheating, but I'll do it.
No.
No!
No.
Why not? That should work.
No. No.
It's legit.
No. It's not. No.
Okay.
Alright. So everybody who stays in armor, please give me Constitution saving throws from how heavy your armor is. The DC is kind of depends on that.
On how heavy it is, as in its physical weight, or the
No.
AC.
The AC.
Yeah, it's just like,
Wait.
does it make sense? Like in plate armor, it's a little bit harder to kind of sleep without like getting bruised up than in leather armor, for instance, right? So yeah, it's fine. For
Question.
instance.
This is before everyone makes a long rest. On your character sheets, do you have the correct amount of hit points? For everyone?
Yes.
For everyone?
I have 40 hit points.
Doesn't matter what it is. Just is it the same as it was before? For some reason,
Yeah.
I gained
Oh.
14 maximum hit points for nothing that I did. So I'm gonna remove them. But I'm not sure what happened.
Was there something that modified your con, maybe?
Nope.
No?
Nope. It probably just did auto 8 points or something.
No, mine are correct.
Just so you don't take a long rest, and then it's you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
remember what it was before.
Gotcha.
I mean, I
That's-
have them written down.
Yeah, keep going.
All right. So yeah, like the two of you are the only one who stay in armor. The rest.
Well, I don't wear armor, so.
Okay.
Yeah, Golda probably wouldn't sleep in her armor, but I should keep it nearby.
Yeah.
There's
Yep,
not much
yep.
difference.
All right. So yeah, you start to sleep. Different like watch schedules. The fire gets put out as you start to sleep. After like the little bit of cooking has been done, a pot of kettle is like Simon actually has a pot of kettle, a pot, whatever, of tea. On the fire. And yeah, I mean it's fairly easy to get water when there's like snow everywhere. So. But the night passes by without any incident, and also the next day passes by without any incident, and you get to Yatar. Yatar itself is a bit bigger than Tribor, but a lot smaller than Waterdeep. Like it's about the size of. It's a little bit smaller than Daggerford. A little bit smaller than Daggerford. So. Yep.
Well, little late. Last night was cold, but we got the as we promised, Simon.
Yes, you did. Even though you nearly died on the way. Kind of
No,
looks-
nay.
I wasn't even
The
close.
dwarf wasn't even hurt. It was just
just takes a look at Marlene, who's still like blue eye, like
I'm just happy to be here in one
At
piece.
least she can use both her
Deep
arms today
breaths.
too, so that's good.
better than Neverwinter, right? Better than Waterdeep, right?
Oh yeah, I'm just fucking peachy.
All right. He kind of nods and says, "Well, it's a job well done, I suppose." So where are you off to now? I'm gonna stay here though.
well, original plan was to go north, but I'll have to discuss
It's
with Celeste.
faster to- It's so much faster to just take the southern way around the Evermoors and get to Silvery Moon that way.
All right.
You haven't heard anything about that route recently, have you?
Me? Yeah. No, I came from up off from Mirabar, so couldn't tell ya. Was on my way. Actually, it was on my way to Phandalin. There's been something going on. People want to buy stuff, so yeah. Couldn't tell you. Didn't really investigate in that direction. But no, it seems you were an interesting bunch. Not a lot of trade going on to Yatar, so maybe I can sell my wares here, right? Who knows?
Well, best of luck to you in the market, sir.
Yes. Well, it's my job. It's what I do. And best of luck dodging to you.
I'll take that
She
and
could use it, yeah.
yep, put that into good practice.
To the list of painful lessons.
Yep.
I need a lot more painful lessons since I met with you.
Do you think she names each of her bruises? Is that one Jim and Tim and Tony?
I don't know. She's an elf. Wouldn't be surprising.
Yeah.
Dwarves
Yes,
name
but they're all
bruises.
Elvish names.
Well then, that concludes our business then, doesn't it?
So it does.
I,
Safe travels, Simon.
after we get our due,
Yeah, was there any money that we didn't collect yet?
yes, the money that we charged him.
Yeah, we collected,
pay on
I
arrival.
believe, 7 gold from him.
On safe arrival, and he is here safe.
With some extra
Yeah.
wares to compensate for
None
that.
of his party was hurt.
And he even got a little bit extra on the side from the wares he picked up.
He also paid in oil, so kind of evens
Yeah.
out.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm a man of my word, and he kind of gets a pouch out and kind of counts out a few coins and gives the coins that he owes you.
I think he was trying to weasel his way out of not paying, but okay. My sticking suspicion.
It's fine. We're paid. We're here.
It's good enough. Let's
Good luck. care.
restock and
Okay, boys. Kind of.
Is he clapping at us, or that's his group that he's clapping at?
No, like the two boys that were with him. I think he gave you, what was it? 17 gold altogether. I think it was.
Oh, it was per person.
Nice try.
No.
No, it was 7 total, I believe.
17.
Was it? I
It
thought
wasn't much because I started at 10 and tried to negotiate him up, but it
Okay,
didn't work out.
maybe I'm wrong. I had 17 in my mind, but yep, 7 is good.
I think that's what Thorin just mathed out, right?
I meant 7, but when he
Yeah.
mentioned 17, actually, they didn't even do the calculation. I thought it was 7 per person. That would have been great, but that's
No,
that's
it was
many.
total. It was total, but I don't know. It's either 7 or 17. I know it. I know he gave you a little bit more. I know he gave you a little bit more because he didn't want to pay you up front.
Yeah. Well, I could be wrong, but I think it was 7. I
No,
remember it.
7 it
being
is.
sad.
It doesn't really matter in the long run, anyways. So.
All right,
Okay,
what's
so
everyone doing on
I
supplies?
mean, yeah. If you need any supplies from here on out, or any information or whatever.
I'm thinking Golda would want to see if there's anyone who's come down the southern route from Everland. See if there's any
Mhm.
word on what.
Yeah, I mean,
like-
you would probably speak with one of the in one of the inns that are like on the road into the direction from there, like on the east side, northeast of Yatar itself. The information you would get is there is no route. It's the Savage Frontier, and which means no. Like it's the same thing, which just goes up to Nesmi, right? There's no roads there. It's just like you follow landmarks, if you will. Nesmi is a little bit more clearer because you have like Evermost to your right, and the hills to your left. But to Everland, it is fairly spacious.
Well, she's
Tundra.
mostly concerned about like things attacking caravans or dragons swooping down out of the sky. She's
Yeah.
if there's been any like recurrent attacks. Maybe
Mhm.
if caravans have been seen coming and going.
Yep. Give me charisma roll.
Go potato charisma.
All right. So first thing, like the information I just gave you is something you get. You also get warned that you now just from your attire. I mean, this is something you would know as well, like from just being here in the past, right? But he would warn you that this is the savage frontier, and like just looks you over. People from Waterdeep often seem to forget this is the savage frontier, and the youth guardians are prowling the land, so beware of them.
And she would be slightly familiar, know about the tribes that kind of roam around here.
Yeah, exactly. Usually, like they speak their own language as well. Really hard to. It's like barbarians, right? Other than that, the one thing that he would also tell you is, like, ask you in which direction you want to go. So you say like east, right, to Everland.
Mhm.
You would say yes, that's a good idea. North is a really bad idea. About 3.5 weeks ago, we got information that Nesmes is no more. Nesmes is burned down.
Oh, what a horrible loss.
Yeah.
That's coming from the past.
wait. You're not Jen. She would be the one that would be like, yeah.
They were kind of jerky in Nesby. Even it even bothered Emily to some degree. Even
You fought so hard to save the town.
He says Nesme has been destroyed. Something attacked it. We don't know what. It's 3.5 weeks that we got the information. No one so far went there and returned, at least.
Well, then that's good.
Oh shit.
You're thinking what I'm thinking?
Probably not.
We should head up there to check it out, Thorin.
Nay, that would be really
No, let's not say we did. We don't have time to kill. We got to get to Silver Moon. We can come back that way.
I just tap Golda and like whisper just on her ear. Yeah, remember that army saw going somewhat north before it vanished? I think it could be related.
Maybe.
Those guys haven't done
that's-
this before making
that's
towns
pretty-
disappear.
That's pretty far, though, isn't it? Where was the? That's way. Trying to find where your hold
it's
was.
just down. I mean, it's a few miles, yes. It would be there, so 200 miles.
That's a pretty 3 weeks ago. How long ago did we see that army?
Oh, we've only been traveling about 3 weeks.
They would have had to cover ground pretty quick. I mean,
Well, we left to
not saying-
Waterdeep from
well, I mean, it could be a
Firehammer.
bad
I'm not
army,
saying
but it could
it
also
is
be
the same.
vampire lizards. Just saying.
I'm not saying it is the same. I'm saying that we know a group that does this sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean,
If
I
they
mean,
were
how
on like
many?
a forced march.
Great
Ne-
things.
Nesme was fairly big and fairly well. It had a wall and stuff. I mean, I came through Nesme with Rhoda, so I know what Nesme looks like. It was. I mean, the wall was a little messed up, but I don't know. Yeah.
Timing wise,
That's
it's tight
like-
but possible.
It's not I'm not saying it's the same group. The point I'm getting is how many groups do you know that go around raising towns?
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
not a common thing.
Sorry, excuse me, but if you're staying here, do you stay for the night or do you want something to drink?
Do we want to stay for the night? We probably should, because we're
How
going to be
late
on
in the day is it? Did we-
in the wilderness for the next like week or 3.
It's like 3 to 4.
I
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
probably
let's have
late
a
enough in the day. It makes
nice warm
sense.
night and in a actual bed.
all right.
I mean, I know you like sleeping on rocks, but I'm not so big on it.
Like sleeping on
How-
stone. It's not a rock, Les. We'll be staying the night. How much is it?
How much rooms do you need?
I don't mind sharing with the girls if we would just want to do 2 rooms to save money.
That's
Straight.
fine with me.
We are the less.
Here it is.
So 2 rooms plus like eating and drinking.
And the mounts.
Also for the mounts. Let's see. Silver each.
That sounds good to me.
I can afford it.
Hooray!
Yay! All right.
You really roleplay that monk, man.
I'm just excited when I don't have to owe the dwarf money.
We're like a beggar.
Do you think that's an expression in this canon? Pay the dwarf.
Now that I think about it, this is a small town, right? There's nothing special here, no armor, no.
I mean, it's a little bit smaller than Daggerford.
It's
Same
already
same
thrown
size as Nesme.
I don't think we're gonna find me armor or a crossbow here. We're short on coin.
Well, you see, you're right now. You are with us, which does mean that you're providing a service for the people of Waterdeep, and that comes with some benefits.
Ah, you think you have some connections here?
Well, I have connections everywhere.
You're not a halfling.
I'm not. I don't have connections anywhere. Don't tell them that.
Well,
What
Master
I do
Dwarf.
have is a particular set of skills that includes a raid by Lord Neverember.
I have a particular set of skills. It's this.
It's not a skill, Judge. It says here.
just like I have a particular set of skills, which includes my. It's like I should probably do this, but should like credit card.
Exactly. I mean, I thought about it in Waterdeep. I kind of forgot later, but I mean, since you weren't in the group,
Very good.
Oh, good lord.
all right. Anything else you all want to do before getting ready to
Yeah.
cross the country?
I think just getting a good night's rest, and I'll take some time to make sure that any broken bones that I have after that fight are well taken care of. And are we setting off first thing in the morning?
That is the plan, Les.
All right.
And I guess we'll spend the rest of the day in yard or give the mounts some time to rest up.
Okay, so there's nothing you need.
No, I already have rations. I'm not sure about everyone else.
Yeah,
I
I'm
already bought
hoping
everything
that
I needed.
Malin will be able to keep us fairly well fed on the route since it's wilderness. It is winter though.
Should be
Sounds
fine.
alright.
I mean, I have rations too, in case I can't find anything. So
Yeah, I
And
might
the-
restock
the
on
wat-
rations if I use.
Water really easy, right? Water really easy if you can make a fire. Edibles a little bit harder.
well,
But I
I
mean,
can catch rabbits with my bare hands. Yeah.
In
but
most cases,
also, you're not months upon months now going to the desert or whatever, right? It's just
Mhm.
like so. You have a little bit of rations. You can find it a little bit, like right. So it's just like eat a little bit here, eat a little bit there, kind of thing. Also, it's not like there's nothing in between, right? There's like maybe like an inn here or there that you can find. like a roadhouse sort of deal. It's just like a lot less since you're now in the quote-unquote savage frontier, right? Not in the civilized south or south coast, for that matter.
I take offense.
All right. So you stock up, rest your horses, rest your dogs, rest your whatever, and bed down. Golda, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Sorry, I missed. I click survival. There's my.
All good. You wake up, and Marlene, you kind of get disrupted in your trance when Rhoda is kind of flailing her arms around and like speaking like some words in her sleep. When you kind of wake up and take a look at her, Marlene, you would be able to see this. Gola, you're completely, it's dark, so it's can't see anything. Like her eyes closed, lids closed, but her eyes under her lids kind of dart left, right, up, down, left, right, next, just like as she flails around, like moans out like what you do, like if you have a really vivid nightmare. Like usher like a few words, like what you would speak in the sleep. However, not the entire sentence, just like a few words get through, that sort of deal, right? And you see like maybe that's something, Gulda, you would also see, like the beads that kind of reflect the light from the moon, like from the sweat on her brow, or well, forehead in that case.
I mean, I guess Golda would fumble for a candle and light it and like try to like soothe her back to sleep, or like try to get her to. And I guess she would like express her concerns, like she's she's not gonna hold up well on the road if she's not getting any rest. She's looks like she's been exhausted the last few days as it is.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what to do.
But she's still not here, so I can't ask her. So yeah. Maybe we should look into some kind of herbs to help her sleep. Is there anything you can think of that would like, knock her out so she wouldn't?
I'm sure there are herbs that would be good for relaxing and maybe sleep inducing, but I'd have to go find them.
Also true.
DM, do I know of anything in particular, like where I might find them if we're going past the High Forest?
Absolutely.
Okay.
There's something I need to talk to you too about High Forest, though.
Okay.
Should we leave for a second?
No. It's just my computer doesn't like to do 1,000 things at the same time. That's all.
2,000.
Okay. I'll just whisper. It's I can whisper it. We can go into more detail after the session. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there would be some. There would be some such thing.
Okay. Well, if we get to the High Forest, Golda, then maybe I can look around some places that I'm maybe a little more familiar with the plants there. Probably find something.
I mean, if we have time to detour, we could try, but I would like to try to help her. But also can't miss our appointment.
Well, this isn't exactly friendly territory either, so I would feel better if we made haste to Everland, and then maybe I take the time to look around the forests there and
I mean, I know Everland a little bit. I've got some contacts there, so it would definitely be friendlier. They might be able to point us in the right direction, but they're
At
kind
this
of
point-
a mishmash of people. It depends on who's in base at the time.
Yeah, at this point, I think our best bet is to just keep moving until we're in a place where we can look.
And I
But-
think doesn't Silvery Moon have a mages guild? I mean, they might be able to.
Yeah, that's true. There's all sorts of mages in Silvery Moon. But do you really think she can wait that long? We're at least
How
a couple
far
weeks
is the
out.
trip to Everland?
4 weeks, I think Simon said. 3-4 weeks. And then Silver Moon's probably another week. So we're looking like a month or so. Right? Month and a half?
Yep. Well, not
What?
a month. Should be a month to Silver Moon.
Here to Silvery Moon.
Well, he said from here to Everland was about 3 weeks, right? 3-4 weeks?
Yeah, and
Mhm.
from here to here, it's like 2 days.
Is
Like
it?
3, yeah.
Okay, so
Two,
like
three.
less. Okay, so about a month then, a little bit more than a month.
But basically, if we
You
can
had-
get to Everland, we can get to Silvery
You had
Moon.
you had 6 weeks when you left from Waterdeep. So if it's like an entire other month, you have a problem.
We've used a little bit over 3 weeks so far.
And we kind of gathered that if you are going normal pace, it is pretty much so it's basically the better part of 2 weeks to Everland, and then
Okay, I thought it was like more like 3.
you had 6
Okay.
weeks to get to Silvery Moon in the first place, right? So
All
It
right,
would
so
be a
less than a
problem.
month. But I don't know if she's going to last that long. Like if she's not getting any sleep and she's, looks like hell and
Like we're not necessarily going into good territory, and the sooner we get through it, the better.
There ain't
Double.
much you can do.
Unless you want to try and figure out something to do here.
Out of
yeah, we're just going to have to press on, especially since we don't really know what's.
What
I mean,
what remedies have we
we
tried
could-
so far?
I don't think
If you
If you
anything.
guys want, maybe we go into the forest and travel along the edge of the forest that way.
What does that get us?
Hopefully avoiding whatever's, living in that space in between. The things that don't necessarily like us.
With all honesty, what's in the forest is probably a lot more dangerous.
Excuse you? That is where I grew up. I'm not that dangerous, am I?
Well, if you put your
I'm
longer to the
surprised.
face to kill him,
Yes, but I'm not
That's
actively
right.
going around trying to kill dwarves, is what I'm saying.
But what about your kinfolk? I mean, are they just as friendly as you, or you happen to be one of the nicer ones? I
Well,
mean, I don't know too many elves. Other
well,
than
I
the city.
don't know that many halflings either. It
We're
is what
boring.
it is.
How much time would it add to sidetrack to the side of the woods? A couple days?
depends on how deep and how far you want to go in
Well,
there.
she said skirt the edge, right? So like right along the outside.
Okay,
is it-
time
I mean,
out.
what would the value be? Why would we go?
I don't know.
Jim, given our whispers, I think I'm
Yes.
confused then.
Yes.
Okay.
I was talking
I am
about the
confused.
part, like it's a big forest, right? There's not just. It's
So you're
not a
you're
normal-
telling me to avoid that area that I just told the group to go to.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
because it's a terrible idea.
Let's
So-
go to our,
Okay,
let's
the
go to our
opposite
doom.
of that. All right.
Yeah,
Let's go where the GM has
we're
no
at the
game.
point that this forest is like freaking huge. So
Yeah, like
Look-
the forest, just like the thing that, I mean, isn't a surprise for everybody. You would get into more detail, and I can tell you more detail, but I don't want everybody
I mean-
to know this, right?
let's
But-
say this: there's a place called Unicorn Run. It's all nice, right? Then there's Hellgate in the same forest.
Yes. Yeah, this forest is like really, really big. So there's obviously like parts where you don't want to go, and there's parts which are generally not as dangerous, right?
I mean, if we get to Everland, maybe they have traders there that trade with the elves. I mean, it's not right on the edge of the forest, but it's close enough.
Most of them be elves. What was then the lad's name? Ash! He was from Everland. You remember, right?
So yeah, maybe we have a good chance of finding what we need in Everland. I mean, I know I have folks there. It just depends on, like I said, who's at.
I mean, Golda, whatever her condition is, if she's still with us by the time we get to Everland, she'll be with us in Silvery Moon.
I don't think
So-
she's in any chance of dying. I'm worried that she's,
There's
not
nothing
going to
we
be
can
combat effective.
Our best chance would have been to ask Lady Silverymon for help. Actually did, but we don't know.
I mean,
But-
She
She's right
said
there
that
with
to
her,
think.
so.
None of us are proper mages. No offense, Sir Cards, but
what? No, none taken. I didn't even realize you were talking about me.
this is a little bit of our expertise, is what I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, all I can do is some parlor tricks, so I'm not really a.
Our best option would be to get her to Silverymon. Maybe one of the elves there knows. I also know a few lads in Elverland.
Well, then let's just press
Maybe.
the Silver Moon and,
I mean,
and just guard her as best we can if we run into trouble.
I knew a few lads, but it's been a few years. They're probably old men now.
So the plan is get her at least safely to Everland. Hopefully we can find help there. If not, we
Aye.
try Silvery Moon and hopefully find help there.
It's
Well,
the
she
best
won't.
plan. I mean,
There will definitely be help in Silvery Moon if we get that far.
She can still walk, right? At least.
I would
Right.
say it's best that we give her as much opportunity to rest as we possibly can.
Right.
Do we?
we
wanna-
could strap her to her horse and
Yeah. Do we want to lash her to the horse, or do we want to set up a cart for her?
the
How's
cart is
that?
probably going to slow us down since there's no roads. We're just keep an eye on her and strap her to a horse if we need to.
I
I'm with Golda on this.
probably won't.
All right.
So, everyone ready to go?
Yep.
All right. I know Everland, but I came from the north, so I don't know much about the path there. Any fears?
Would I remember anything about it, GM? Because I would have come down that way.
Probably.
I mean,
by
you
road,
went
though.
through Nesme, right? That's what you said. But you at least know the way from Silver Moon to Everland, that's for sure. The rest is a little bit more hazy. But Golda would know the way, or which you traveled that way once at least.
Yeah, and I know there's Uthgard tribesmen, and I would just tell them about that, and there's a farmstead here and there. We just gotta.
Who be these tribesmen?
They're just big guys. Don't really speak common very well. Little territorial, so it's best to just avoid them if we can. I don't really know much more about them than that, other than that, you probably want to stay out of their way.
You're that court.
I'm sorry. Yeah, big people stay out of the way. Yep, got it.
Listen till I get some proper armor. Plate armor is what I say. Sure. Then let's go.
All right. So, which direction you want to travel? You want to travel east, right? You want to go the Disarine River up and then into the forest, like you said.
I guess stick along the river and then cut along the edge of the forest. Like, let's not go into the forest, maybe.
We want to stay
But-
away from the moors, right?
You can say to the river until this
Yeah,
passage that
I'd
should
rather
be
kind of
identifiable.
stay closer to the forest than the swamp.
It's all the same, really. I mean, swamp is dangerous, forest is dangerous, it's dangerous.
Yeah, at least the ground's drier. Like, we don't have to sleep in the squishy if we stay.
I guess as a halfling, you might sink it. Huh?
All right. So you make the way up
So
the
we're
desert.
taking the forest edge,
No, not
Sounds
exactly.
like
but
river
staying
first.
outside of the forest.
It's closer to the forest than the Evermoors, yes, but
Mhm.
we're not gonna outskirt the forest. That's
Okay.
very-
All right. So you make your way up the river.
Yep.
Now, while you are traveling upriver, I would want everybody to tell me a little bit about that journey, what you encounter, and how you're dealing with it. You can roll d20s, highest one starts.
All right.
I mean, all of it.
You're really eager.
Roll
You're
really
really eager.
We were supposed to roll d10s, right? D10s?
Mhm.
I think maybe we got a late start on the first day, and that's the first thing this tells us. So, and maybe we're all still kind of unnerved by whatever's happening to Rhoda. But eventually we get our things together and we leave. What kind of stuff you want us to talk about, like what our characters are doing, GM, or describe the...
What
Something
happened?
that happens
Whatever.
on the journey.
Whatever you like. Just remember, it's winter, it's snowy, and you're traveling upriver, up the Desarin River.
Okay. Are we porting up
No.
the river, or are we walking?
Taking the horses
Quick.
along the river. We'll leave.
I'll make a quick tag with you, right? Bat and pass. As we're going, so I'll go first. As we're going along the river, Rhoda has been, for the first few days, she's been alright, but on the morning of the 4th, she begins kind of dozing off, even despite being morning. And she doesn't notice when her horse, just noticing snow, begins walking almost on top of the river and actually begins falling inside. It ends up with me grabbing my trusty rope and throwing it to Malin, who jumps in and grabs her. And after a lot of effort, we manage to pull them back in as I'm basically sliding on the snow, grabbing the rope with my hands and teeth, just trying to pull them.
And I'm just running on the water trying to like
Yes.
get them up out of the.
And when you
Out
come
of the
back, you have
cold.
a nice spear of icicles. And the sweet hairstyle.
So that's why you keep telling me to get rope.
Yes, that's right. Now you know. This is what happens. And he keeps going on at the rate the entire day. It's annoying.
Really, it is. Even for your standards. All right.
That's the thing.
To pass the time while we're marching, and it's relatively uneventful, and to kind of take his mind and the party's mind off whatever's going on with Rhoda, Oldak took to playing not marching tunes, but to playing something music-wise, and it's gone into Thorin's story. It's gone into our group story so far about how we've been traveling. And maybe that noise caused a problem.
Okay. What was it?
Oh, let's find out. Let's see. One sec.
Yes.
It wasn't a big problem. It was something pretty typical. So maybe we saw something running away in the forest, and it was fairly large. It had knocked over some trees, but whatever it was, it spooked rather than confronting us. And I think maybe Thorin gave Cords a stern talking to afterwards, and he's now no longer singing.
Always good to mute the bard.
Yeah.
Bindet den Baden! All right. Very cool. Emmy.
Oh, gee, I guess as we're traveling along, her mount decides that it wants to chase a rabbit and throws her, and she ends up having to ride with Rhoda for a good part of the day before Rav drags himself back out of the forest or the surrounding fields.
Cool.
That's not exciting, but
I've found that very exciting.
she might need to put a leash on him and keep him tethered to one of the ponies.
Yeah, absolutely. So Rav ran off. All right. And Marlene?
As we're traveling along in the fields and Rav goes off and chases maybe a small rabbit or something, and one of the nights I undo the leash and I take him out for a hunt, and I'm just running with him trying to catch rabbits and bring back maybe a couple of them, nothing too special, but I'm basically
You
trying
ruined
to
it. Ruined it.
hide the fact that I stole Rav for the night. Not sure if Golda would necessarily approve.
Yeah, she's mad at him for being a jerk earlier. So.
Like the head of Rav is like nearly as big as she, and if she puts it on your lap, like this big halfling, this big head of dog.
Yeah, he could pick me up in his mouth if he was inclined to do so.
Yeah. All right. Very well. So you make your way up the Desarin River, and takes you nearly a week until you finally start to see the edge of the high forest as the evergreens kind of continue into the horizon. You see to the east a few mountains breaking the green canopy and punching into the air. But they are hard to see in the mists that seem to seep almost out of the forest itself. And as you take a look into the direction you are going to travel, northeast, you see the Evermoors to the left and the forest to the right. And in the middle of it, the white plains that lie now before you. A day later, you start, Marlene, you start to see a few trucks as they retain very well in the surface of the 2-inch deep snow, which looks rather comical when Golda is not on the mount, by the way.
Okay. Can I tell what these are?
Absolutely. It looks like a hunting party or some such. Clearly not elven footprints. Clearly not dwarven footprints. Clearly humans or orcs, maybe. Heavier footfalls, but not heavy booted necessarily. So that's why dwarves. Also dwarves here.
Okay.
Looks like a hunting party. You take a little bit of time to find a little bit more information, and you see that there seems to have been some sort of moose herd.
Okay.
like 3 or 4 moose that have been hunted by these people.
That sounds like a good dinner, but I'll go back to the party and let them know what I found.
Orcs! Here!
Or
The
humans.
Maniaros! It's the Maniaros, they're back! Actually, no.
Well,
Or
Marlene,
they
you
could
would
be
actually,
humans.
Marlene, you would actually know that a few tribes of the many arrows are in the high forest.
Out of character, I have no idea what that is.
It is it is an orcs basically, and the many arrows were very responsible of an invasion of the Silver Marches, which is basically the area to the east of the Evermoors. About 80 to
So
90 years ago.
Would I know
it
about
could
them
be
then too?
some of them.
80
If
to
you
90
have-
years ago. I mean, if you studied history, 80, 90 years ago. You're not 80, 90 years ago, where you weren't alive, but maybe.
The family might. No, but I'm not proficient in history, so no, I did not study. So never mind.
You know that Thorian is from Mithril, which is there and just above is the Maniaros. Or was. Not sure. I think it's just my name.
Oh, sure enough.
Yeah, and the few tribes, like there was a big battle fought in, like in Everland specifically, as Sundarbar was raised. Like maybe you don't know this, but the thing on Sundarbar, right? This thing was a human settlement, but that was completely sacked by that, and then they kind of went upriver and fought in Everland. But in Everland, the army got beaten, and like a few of the stragglers kind of went into the high forest and are in there.
Okay.
Damn orcs! You're killing me, you're killing me, you're killing me, and then there's always another rat.
Well, I mean, it could be orcs, it could be humans. It's possible. I know they're hunting some big game. I don't know about you, but I'm
Yeah.
feeling a little hungry.
I'm thinking we should avoid them. Like we wanted to get where we're going as quickly as possible, and we've got plenty of provisions. We made the
True.
same argument when we came across a dragon. Why would we change up our story for some moose?
Moose is yummy. I know this is like out of character. Moose is delicious, okay?
How many rations have we had to use at the moment?
Give me a survival roll, Marlene.
That should dictate what we do.
You're mostly. I mean, just drinking, you're fine anyways, right? Because of the snow. And she, as you get closer to the high forest, she's more knowledgeable how to get some food. I mean, it's still limited just because it's not much there, but like you would need to maybe eat like a fourth of what you would usually do from the rations, so you can stretch the rations to 4 times what you would usually need. And you could even go without them, however, then with a grumbling kind of tummy, right?
But we bought a fair amount of rations for this trip, didn't we? Or rather, we're supplied with.
I don't know what
Yeah.
you wrote down.
Oh shit! Well, I didn't write it down, but I know we asked for them. So I guess
I
we-
typically carry like a week's worth because I think that's about all I can physically carry.
Yep.
So I'd have enough to survive the journey if I ate a quarter.
Eating a quarter, we've taken 1 ration in nearly the second.
Okay, so we're how many are we scratching off?
2 rations.
Lovely.
At the
that still
moment,
leaves
the
us
dwarf
in
is
pretty good
fine.
shape.
I saw you don't
Alright.
get to dangerous roads for it, but if it comes across, sure. But keep your eye out.
Now, 2 more days pass. How close do you want to go to the high forest?
Depends on our tracker.
Well, I would like to keep it in sight, but definitely, give it a wide berth just so that we don't since I know what could be in there, and
Mhm.
that it's not particularly friendly to humanoids.
It's just trees.
To me, it's just trees, but I'm sure the dwarf would have something else to say about it.
No, he wouldn't.
You wouldn't have told
Um,
Scream.
Ignore.
Okay. Can you guys do a roll off? Give me another d20.
Proper rolls, please. Nope.
All right. Looks
I'm
like
dead.
Thorin. Yeah. Everybody rolled? Yeah. Okay, Thorin, please tell me how you get surprised by these Uthgard barbarians.
Oh, no.
Okay. I have an idea.
Good, because I asked you.
Right. As we're going, Thorin is completely paranoid about the forest and what Malin has just been saying, that she would be fine, but he wouldn't. So he's been trying to keep the forest in sight, and he actually convinces the party to take another route just to keep it just inside, so in case something comes out, we keep seeing it. But that takes us around the edge, so to speak, a small hill, right? That goes to the Evermoors. And just waiting on the other side were some barbarians who were probably somewhat loudly conversing to each other, which maybe some of you would notice. But Thorin, in all his sage wisdom, is telling the ram that's constantly screeching to shut up that there's nothing wrong, the forest is fine. Don't worry, I got my eye on it. Oh god, why?
Mm-hmm. And as Thorin fixes everybody's vision onto the high forest, the tribe of the moose attacks. Actually, it's the tribe of the elk, but
The moose tribe.
Moose lady.
indeed. And you see
They carry big red bags. Presents.
a few of these barbarians break out of the snow itself as they stand up, and the ice kind of falls off of their shoulders. You count at least a good half a dozen as they come charging towards you. Initiatives.
Okay, so this isn't going to be a negotiation at all. That's fine.
What
by me.
was it called again? Aggressive negotiations, or
Mhm.
Sticking an arrow in them negotiations.
yeah, that one.
Couple
okay.
dozen arrows.
Actually fast, but doesn't matter. Of course, when I'm fast, this happens. Side face.
Blork.
Oh, Jesus. And now they roll 25 and 30. Brawny dudes! Oh no.
Oh, my first roll of tonight, net 20.
Of course it was. That's why I
We
said
are
it's
off.
25.
for Blork.
Good start.
That's for Blork, isn't it? He sounds like the kind of guy that get a 20. Yeah.
Oh, next roll, not
Blork.
as good, not as. Not block! Not block! And
Step
Brody
up, sir.
dudes,
Come
next
on.
net 20.
Seriously?
Brody fast
What?
dudes.
Oh
We're
my.
screwed! Not the brawny dudes, this was the important role.
Brody dudes! Alright. So Brody dudes come out of the
Okay.
break out of the ice, and you see they have like tattoos on their bodies, like multiple scars, and on their chest and going into their face. You can actually can't actually see me. Let me go like on their chest and going into their face. They all have the same like tattoo, not necessarily tattoo, more like maybe markings, like paintings or some such. That kind of looks a little bit like a dark brown, maybe like a bear, but if you're getting closer and know a little bit more about them, it would be like an elk. and they come charging at you, throwing axes and like pointy spears at you. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
No, too many.
So one for each.
Everyone
Person.
surprised, or
My passive perception's pretty fucking high.
I mean, I know I am with that roll, but
So I rolled a stealth check for them, which was 16. So I guess you're not surprised. I think everybody of you has like 16 or higher.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you're not surprised. So this is not a surprise round, but this is still.
oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought it was.
Thank God.
I thought that was why you told us to roll d20s.
Huh? No. I rolled d20s to see who tells me
Would
how you
explain.
get surprised. Yeah. All right. So they throw their stuff at you first. Each one for each of you guys.
What kind of stuff?
17. So that's 23 for you, Thorin.
Yep.
Golda 21.
Of course.
Cards 11.
Hey, I blocked one.
No way. Hack.
Marlene 21.
That hits.
And Rhoda. Oh, miss. All right, 13. Okay, so they throw like spears with like stone tips, maybe like a hand axe at you guys. And I hit Thorin.
Yes.
You take 9 points.
Okay.
Golda 11.
All right, I'm gonna dodge graze part of that.
On your dog.
Doesn't say that I can't be mounted.
All right. Marlene.
Yeah, you just need to see
11.
the source.
All right, so you
I
catch it.
would like to, and
You
I'd like
catch
to
it.
fire it right back.
All right, throw it back. Ugh, hitting one of them. Chunk.
How much damage does it do?
I think yours
My
are
head?
9.
Yep.
Yeah, it depends on the weapon that you throw back, right?
No, because it converts it into a monk weapon for me, so it'd be 1d6.
Yeah, but it still counts whatever weapon it is, I think.
It's
I'm pretty
think
sure
it's
it converts
1d6
it
either
into
way.
a monk weapon.
It's
It counts
probably-
as a monk weapon when I throw it back.
so. That's their first attack. Then they charge and close up with you, going into melee for another round of attacks. Hit Thorin with their big two-handed weapons, dealing 9 points.
Man, Jesus.
Golda, miss. Cords, 16. Sorry, 15.
Hit.
You need proper armor!
For 6. 6
Having that
points.
paper bag.
Marlene, 22.
Oh shit, that hits.
15.
Ow.
And yes, Rhoda gets it as well. That's gonna suck. I didn't roll for Rhoda. Let me just roll for Rhoda real quick. What does she have? All right.
Many kitties.
So now I go here.
I'm sorry if you said this already, Simon, but how much damage did I take?
I think it was 6.
6? Okay.
I think it was 6. All right. That's everybody. Now Blork.
Blork.
Yes, Blork shouts something to his friends and just charges up. Who's in front?
Probably me.
Well, they usually hangs
Okay,
out towards the back.
charges at Marlene and just tries to shoulder bash you off of your horse. 12 for 19 AC.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. Ooh, that hurts. All right, so that's 17 points.
Oh,
As
dear
he
God.
swings around, grabs you on one of your legs, and smashes you onto the ground
You like getting beat up.
for 19
I
AC.
I think you're right, Golda. I think she does like it.
She's the party punching bag.
For another 11 points.
Great! I'm
Yeah.
enjoying this.
And when
Awesome.
you
She's like, I'm dead already.
and when you're on the ground, he grabs like a dagger and just like runs it down the back of your spine, trying to kill you right away here, going for the death blow.
I don't even like the name.
16 AC.
No, that misses.
All right, so you quickly roll to the side as he digs the dagger into the ground. Thorin,
What are these guys using for weapons? Just one-handed weapons, most of them?
big two-handed weapons.
Okay. Anyone staying back of them, throwing stuff?
There's one you don't see right now.
Okay.
There.
Everyone else closed in after they threw stuff.
Yeah,
I have one next to me or two?
one.
One. Okay. All right. Just need to get it. Malines 2 next to her, including Clark, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed. Please give me an animal handling check
Okay. Animal handling.
to see how Samson reacts here. All right, so Samson wants to run away, but you kind of keep him under control. As they're screaming and charging at you, that's kind of like a loud thing to happen.
I just grabbed the axe that like lodged in the armor and break it. It was made of stone. As I pull it out.
Yeah.
As I do that with my other hand, that was the one that was actually kind of hurt and still bleeding from the shoulder, take the maul from my back and swing it, since I have a higher ground on this guy due to Samson. They're using what for armor? Leather, I guess. Right? At
Hide,
best. No shields.
no shields.
Right, let's see how this goes. I'll try to bash his head in. Do I do it? No, I just swing and he just leans back to dodge it. And as he does that, I move forward with the Ramo, kind of headbutts him on the chest. And as he's like, from that, I bring it back around for a quick. Do I do? Sure, I will. Give me a second. Where is it? This one. So 17. Not sure if it was required, but there you go. That should it.
Yep.
I just bonk him on the shoulder. No, that's an action. Okay, that's all for now.
All right. Now, Rhoda, a little bit surprised of what is happening, makes her animal handling. That's wisdom, right? Yeah. Okay. And the horse starts to run away, which provokes from the dude who is in front of her, striking at the horse, and ouch. Yeah. So as the horse tries to run away, this guy just beheads the horse like in Game of
Oh
Thrones.
shit!
Just like,
Oh, no.
God.
These dudes are
Back
big.
on the bench, boys!
And Rhoda just like tumbles off the horse into the snow, kind of rolls up, turns around, and her eyes start to glow for a second. In this eldritch green energy, as she tries. Yes, please. Let's see. I'm playing D&D with myself. That's great. I love it.
It's masturbation
Awesome.
roleplay.
Yes, it is. It's awesome. It's so good. It makes so much fun. All right.
Just put an arm on and
Fail.
walk around. You're fine.
How many? Just area? All right. Fail. Can she? Huh? Okay, everybody make a wisdom saving throw here.
Okay.
Thank goodness it's not disadvantage.
Bye, guys.
I guess that's a failure, right? So sure.
DC is 16.
16. Holy
Yeah.
crap! Do I want to do it? Uh,
Okay.
damn! If I only had advantage on the save.
You don't.
Do I? I'm not gonna use this either way, so sure. Hello. Yay! I make it.
All right. So everybody who's below it starts to when you open your eyes, you see yourself in a snowstorm. No one else is with you. You're in a snowstorm as the icicles kind of start to hit you, and you kind of just feel the pressure of this frozen ice pressuring down onto you. Of those of you who did make the save, see as also for your mount, Samson fails.
No, Samson! I'm on top of you.
Rev fails.
Of course.
Bryce's horse doesn't. Marlene's horse doesn't.
Smart horses.
Right. All right. So, as I said, for those who are not
16.
not under the effect of the spell, you see everybody still around you. Those who fail just stand there and start to drool, not doing anything.
Right. Of the guys we're fighting, who is drooling? Blark and how many brony dudes?
Hard to tell right now. You don't
Okay.
know actually who did make the save and who didn't, but that's what happened. Marlene, did you make your save?
I did.
Yes. All right, your turn.
Okay, so
Actually, give me a second. So
Yeah.
I actually need to put the enemies now on you. Marlene, Thorin, Courts.
No, you're separating the enemies, right?
Cool. Yeah. Because I rolled saves for them, but not everybody failed, right? So that's why I need to.
You need to know
And-
who's who.
Yeah, exactly. And Rhoda. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
okay,
That's fine. Yeah. All right.
so am I able to tell at all if any of them were affected by that spell?
Give me an insight check.
Side.
Nope.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go
You have-
for
You have the one guy you
Oh.
threw the axe at you. He ran at you to kind of finish you off, and you have the big. You have.
the guy
Good friend.
the guy who
Block.
threw his axe at me. I'm
Alright,
gonna
not
focus
block.
on him first. Not
All right,
Blork.
not block. All right, not block. Got it.
Brony dudes, they're the real danger here.
Yeah, so
Johnny
I'm
Depp.
just going to try and essentially rip his hand axe out of his chest and hit him again with it.
All right,
And I assume that misses.
that misses.
And then I'm going to just, having learned
No.
from the ogres, I'm going to shift into a defensive stance.
I won't allow that on your horse.
I'm on my horse. Okay. I'll take
You
my
can't
movement to
dodge
get off.
while you sit on your horse. Half your
I-
movement, yeah. All right.
I thought Blork knocked me off my horse, but
Yeah.
Isn't her horse
No, we
headless?
did. You're supposed
Yeah.
to be prone.
Or is that Rhoda's horse?
That was Rhoda that got knocked prone. Or well, then she stood up, right?
Yeah, it's fine. So yes,
Okay.
you kind of punch him like the first attack hits obviously, so you just drag out the axe out of the flesh of him and just like club him with it again, but the second time you clumsily throw
Hit
it
it
at
with the
him.
wrong end of the X.
pretty much throw it
And-
into the snow.
Yeah, and then you kind of get ready for the counterattacks of the two brawny dudes who are very interested in you right now.
Isn't it
All right.
Blark and the brony dude?
Yeah. But Block is even more brawny.
Extra brawn, fewer brains.
Extra broad, fewer brains, indeed. Golda.
I guess I need to make a save.
Let
I failed.
You failed.
think you-
All right.
I don't get a save if it's hypnotic pattern. You're weakened up by taking damage or by someone slapping you awake.
Yep.
All right,
So
then
if
I
the dog
just stand
saved, he could
there.
lick your face, but he didn't.
Yeah, my dog and I are just standing there, like staring out
What up?
off into space.
All right. So you are under the effect as of now. Kurtz, did you make your save?
Yes, I did. But my first question would be: do I recognize the spell? Since hypnotic pattern is one that I also know.
It's different, but
Oh,
you would
okay.
kind of get it. Like she invoked it. Yes, you would realize it's hypnotic pattern, but like she didn't do the proper incantation to do it. She didn't yodel. That's wrong.
But the people do look like they're kind of entranced right
Yes.
now. Yeah.
Yes. And you would realize that Gulda is under the effect as well as, well, the ram and the dog.
And do I know if shouting at them is enough, or do you actually have
Nope.
to physically shake them?
You will need to touch them.
You need to touch them. Okay, how
Slap
close
them.
to me is Golda?
A few feet away.
Okay.
Like you're riding, so let's say like 12, 10-ish.
Okay, so off the horse, smack it on the butt, run
Yeah.
over to Golda.
All right. So as you do, the guy who is standing in front of you takes a swing.
All right. Yep. Go for it.
11 misses.
Oh! What's that about Arbor, Thorin? Okay.
All right,
That's
so he
awesome.
swings as the horse runs away, and you dodge away like he swings, but he just doesn't hit you right.
I think he slips, and the guy misses because he slips.
I think so, probably. We'll blame the ice for that, not the armor. So okay, I get over to Golda and I shake her out of it as best I can.
Mm-hmm.
Is that's an action or a bonus action?
Yeah, it's an action.
Okay, and then I'm gonna kind of say, okay, good, you're awake, and then I'm gonna immediately turn away from the fight, use the rest of my movement to run away, and then use my bonus action.
That will
to dash.
provoke from the guy who is in front of Golda.
Okay, one more provoke. Let's go.
All right, because he actually as well is. Oh, he hits you good.
Okay, well that's about time.
That's 15 points.
Ouch.
It's like wake up to see cords being smashed into oblivion.
Yeah, he shakes you, and like the snowstorm, the blizzard around you, just like slowly disappears, and you feel like as if you're like in a bath full of like ice cold milk, and you get to the surface as you kind of get the vision, and first like milky and then clear as you see his face kind of turning around, rolling to the side, and just rolling right into the eggs of this brawny dude.
Damn you, brawny dude. But yeah, okay, so Golda's awake.
Yeah.
And
Still have a
if I
bonus.
had the rest of my move and the dash, I'm like a good 45 feet away from all this now.
You used your action.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
have a dash.
Oh, the bonus
you
action
dash.
isn't the...
No.
I'm not a thief, that's right. Shoot, what would I have done instead then?
Either a spell or inspire.
Yeah, probably a healing word on myself then. The please God don't die. That's usually
All right.
a good call.
Don't die. All right. Okay, Suri's turn. You see like a cackling woman coming out, standing out of the snow, throwing something red into the snow in front of her, and she just lifts her hands like this, like. And it is this, and she does that, and she actually starts to dance. That's true. That is true. And as she starts to dance, the snow around her starts to swirl around her. You almost have the feeling that if there's something in this, in the smoke that is now surrounding her. And she just otherwise just stands there fairly far away from you guys. A little bit further away where the brawny dudes broke the ice, so to speak. So brawny dude's turn. Now, Marlene, you woke your opponent up, so he goes into a rage as he starts frothing. You have advantage in attacks against him now. but he crits you.
It doesn't get advantage though. She's dodging.
Yeah, but I
Oh,
think
so
it's I have
even.
advantage against him because he's in rage.
I think it's another thing, but I'm not sure if that would be a crit because I heard 2 dice rolling. I'm not sure.
It was a damage dice, and
Okay. You roll 2
I
at
always-
the same time. Okay.
yeah. And yeah, so you have advantage against him, but he doesn't have disadvantage against you anymore.
Okay.
So you take. Oh, that's not too bad. 15 points.
Okay, it's starting to get bad.
Hey, for a crit, that's actually you lucked out. I mean, a normal hit me for 14, right? So
Block doesn't move right now,
that's good.
All right, let him stay.
so he's standing there. Now, next dude who is not asleep, actually, is Cortez. Kind of looks around, sees no one right there, and moves up to. Let's roll. No, I know who he goes. Moves up and runs to against Rhoda, who had like fuzzy eyes right now, like eldritch energy. Doesn't like that. Also starts frothing.
Oh no.
Oh, so hits her for some damage.
I hate
As,
everything.
as blood splatters onto the ground a bit. He's like, ah! Alright. And Goda, the one against you, you just wake up and you see the axe already coming your way. As he's like, ah! But misses you, even with advantage. As you jump from the dog. Phew. Alrighty then, that's all of them. However, they have. Yes. Alright, that's it. Block stands there, not moving. Rhoda, sorry, Thorin
Okay, the guy next to me, is he moving?
didn't attack you.
Right. What do I get against him if I attack him?
Advantage.
Advantage. Okay. Hit him once. How far away am I from Malin or Golda?
About 15 feet.
15 feet from both.
Yeah, you were riding, so you're not as close as if you were moving on foot.
Alright, since Malin's hurting, I see this guy, I see he's taken care of, then if he's not attacking, I'm gonna leave Samson as well. I like, damn it! Try to wake him up, but I know I have no time to waste here, so and I'll go over to Malin, who's hurting, and I see
Alright,
she's
so
fighting.
half movement to get off the horse, well, the ram in this case, and then movement to get up to the guy.
Is that enough?
Not quite.
Oh, okay.
Your stubby legs.
Stubby legs. The alternative. How far away is the one that's dancing in the distance?
40 feet.
3 feet. Anything happen from a dance that we can see?
You can't see her very well anymore because she is in some sort of frost storm.
Okay. Oh, this sucks.
So what, you're doing nothing?
No,
run-
screw
you
it.
just run to
I'll
Mali, right?
I'll just smack the one that's next to me as I get off. Since I have advantage, might as well. Okay, I think he's dead.
No, he's not.
Okay. So I just came off the Samson, and I just bring the hammer from above and bonk him right on the head as he almost falls to the ground, and then he's getting back up. I bring the hammer back around and I swing it on a uppercut, trying to catch him on the way back. With advantage.
Yeah. Not with advantage anymore, right?
Yes,
No
no
way.
longer with advantage.
That kills him though.
And poof, just smash his head in, and like he goes back on his He's just launched back, but it just goes limp and like twitches a bit as he falls to the side. And then I begin making my way towards Malin, but I'm like on the snow, so I'm like waist deep at the very least, like jumping
Mhm.
as I go. Wait a second, on me! But that's it.
So this is literally like a Legolas moment, right? When Marlene stands on top of the snow and you're just knee deep in it, or like
Yes,
waist deep
waist
in it.
deep,
All right.
jumping to get.
So since Rhoda got hit, I need to check. Oh yes, and everybody wakes up now. So everybody of you who is not awake as of yet, so the ram and the dog, at least, cannot now wake up since Rhoda got hit. Okay, on her turn, however, she doesn't like it. She casts a spell. Boop. As she throws the stone in the air that starts orbiting her head. And that's an action. And then she stands there and prays. Nope. At usual Rhoda luck, she stands there just like, shit! And nothing happens.
Well done, Rhoda.
Blink is a
Bloody-
bad spell, I tell you. Why
Okay.
not use armor? Use armor. That's it.
Okay. Shit.
I believe in you.
So I think what I want to do, unfortunately, takes my action. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cast, this here at Suri if she's in range.
Yes.
So like the snow around her like builds up and just kind of muffles everything around her.
Mm-hmm.
And I think.
I will just
unfortunately, I
say, because of fairness,
Mm-hmm.
that this is stationary.
She can move out.
The spell that she can move out of it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Alrighty.
The spell is stationary, by the way.
Yeah, it's on location, not on target.
Yeah, but there's
And-
other spells, like Darkness is on location, but moves with the object you cast it on. Silence does not. Nice.
Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and spend another.
So
key
do you
point.
want to use it?
If it's 24, I guess she can get out of it. Okay, fine. I'll ignore it then. I'll go
It's
ahead
good if you
and
can get to
focus
her,
on-
but
Yeah, I guess, but if I get to her, I might as well try and stun her. But actually, that's an idea. She's how far from me?
60 feet?
60 feet?
No, you were in
Um,
front. You were the first in front. Sorry, 40 feet in that case. You were the first one. Forgot that.
Okay. I think I should be able to disengage using Step of the Wind, come at her, and try and stun her.
Does it?
Yep.
Step of the wind? What does it do? I don't know.
Step of the
you can
Wind
dash your
is
invocations
a
about
point
this
to
action.
disengage, so I
Getting
can
action for one
disengage
key
and
point.
go at her.
One.
Yeah.
I can just hear one person at one time. So please, Marlene,
Okay. It allows me to disengage
as a bonus action.
as a bonus action.
All right.
So I'm
Yeah.
so I'm going to run at her and engage her, and I'm going to use my action to attack her.
All right.
And if any of these hit, I'm going to try and stun her.
All right. First attack hits. Second attack does not.
Okay, then
Constitution saving throw.
yes.
She stops moving. Now, if you're stunned, every concentration spell automatically fails, right? Oh,
Yes.
interesting. How much movement do you have?
Me,
Funny.
I have 50 feet normally.
You can't get to her.
I
Because
thought you said she was okay.
when you start to run at her and get into the frost that is around her, you get slowed down pretty heavily, and you stop shortly before her, and the icicles hit you and deal. Please give me a dexterity saving throw. Okay, you make it, so you take half of 15, which is 7 points.
And I'm
of
down.
No, you take no
Necrotic
damage. It's
damage.
dexterity. No damage.
And I'm unconscious.
Seven points. Necrotic damage as you move into the snow.
Was it dexterity save?
Mm-hmm.
Then she takes no damage, right?
I don't know.
I know Rogue doesn't, but that
It's half on save.
Yeah, Alphonse, but I
Uh,
think as a monk she doesn't.
All right. So Golda.
That's with evasion, which
Golda.
Technically, I
Golda
could use that.
is kind of takes note of the scene, sees the. I guess she would aim for the chick that is dancing in the distance because she's
Mhm.
farish away. Just saw Malin fall under her, so she's gonna try to hit her with an arrow from here. Probably slides off the dog, slaps him, sends him running, and then
Yeah,
fires
the
off a
dog is
shot at
awake
her.
again, right? As I said, like
Yeah.
the spell broke. Yeah.
Yeah, she would slap him and send him running so that he's out of danger, and then take a stance and fire at the chick.
He's not engaged right now.
Hmm?
He's not engaged with anybody right now.
I know, but she would make him run out of, like, run away, so that he doesn't get hurt.
No, she's not
Yeah.
engaged.
I mean,
The
the
dog.
chick
I would
is
make the
not
dog run away, and then I
Yeah.
would shoot at the. I know she's not engaged, but I would just shoot at her, the
All right.
dancing lady.
All right. So you will provoke from your.
I'm not
opponent?
moving. I'm
All right.
firing
So
an
then.
arrow. I'm making the
okay.
dog move.
All right. Then the dog disengages and runs away. Got it. Sorry, misunderstanding there. Okay. Shoot. Oh yeah, you hit her. Concentration for her now. Make it. All right. What is it? All right. Got it.
And
Anything else
that's
you want to do?
nope. That's it.
All right. Now, question: if you shoot out of a melee, do you still have disadvantage?
Yes.
Yes.
I
What do you
believe
mean
so.
you shoot out of a melee?
All right, then it's a miss. Net one misses.
Wait,
You
what?
should never shoot in melee. You get disadvantage.
I'm not shooting in melee. I'm shooting
You're
at,
in melee
someone
with
in the
two people.
distance. Oh,
Yeah,
I
but-
didn't know I
Yeah,
was
but
in.
you're in melee. You're under threat.
I thought it was only if I was shooting at someone right in front of me.
If you have someone next to you, they interfere
Both.
with your aiming. That's the point.
Courts.
Okay.
Okay, so Cord sees all these spells start to fly,
Mm-hmm.
and it's definitely time for him to get in on that. So as he continues running away, he begins the gestures and motions for a very familiar spell, and he animates 10 more small pebbles, stones, and other objects. I would like one of them to be Rhoda's horse's head. Is that okay?
That's not small.
Okay, that's too big then. Never mind. But 10 tiny things.
All right. Yeah, pebbles and belt
Yeah,
buckles and.
So that's
such-
the action and the movement, and then for the bonus action this round, I will command them to attack the Moose tribe. Or well, attack these barbarians, attack the people attacking us.
Now that's an extra initiative for them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So for their initiative, I can't remember what we decided. What's the mod for their initiative?
It's +5.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Anything else?
No, he's screaming, running, pebbles, get him. That's my turn.
All right. Now that you are close to her, she looks you in the eyes. You're not down, right, Marlene?
Well, are we allowing the evasion?
Yeah, it's a dexterity save, of course.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm barely holding on, so yeah, I'll be up.
All right. She looks at you, and she will. Well, she has no cool stuff. I guess she will grab her bow and shoot one arrow with her bow at you, which works very well against you. I know, but that's how she can do. And she moves a little bit further back as well after that. But first things first. So point blank shot, more or less, since you're like 5 feet away from her. Hits you with an 18, I think.
Yep, that hits. So let's see if I can't.
Oh yeah,
Send-
easy,
I can send that back at her then.
absolutely. Oh yeah, that hits. Let's see.
For the love of God, break the concentration.
Make my save. Make my save.
Damn it!
All right. And then she saw you move very quickly. So she moves a little bit away from you, but you still stay in the ice cloud, which will be not good when it's your turn.
Great.
Brawny dudes.
Oh, joyous occasion.
Brawny dudes, now that everybody is awake again. Thorin, you killed yours, but the one that was on Marlene kind of turns around, since you were
I
moving to
figured.
him anyways. And frothing and angrily throws some attacks your way. 17.
Misses.
Right, you have advantage, remember that, right? Then
As he misses, might as well. We'll smack him. Since I have advantage, let's go for the YOLO. Okay, that's another one of those.
Can you? Can you
No,
actually
it's just,
do
it's
both?
a crit, it's doubled, right?
Oh, you have advantage, forgot. Yeah.
41 damage.
Alright, takes it.
That's my reaction.
Alright, good hit. You rolled the extra,
Yep.
the 20, the 30. Oh, that's
Pretty good
really...
That's really good. Good
Yeah.
for advantage. So he just comes swinging at me, but the dwarf sees it, and in one quick movement, he like uses the heft of the hammer to deflect the swing, as uses the force to come around and just bonk him right in the side as you hear his two
Yeah,
or
and he
three ribs
stumbled.
just break.
Yeah, but he stumbles a bit, but he just is still on his legs. Not sure
Yep,
how
these
it's...
guys are tough.
Not sure how it is when the adrenaline kind of subsides, but for now they are gumming.
Yep.
Keep gumming. All right. The one that is in front of you, Golda, attacks you, frothing and also now awake. 17.
Yeah.
Okay. Manages to hit you for 11 points. And then, well, Quartz is away, huh?
Yeah, he's been running.
Okay. Let's see. Rhoda, Golda, or Thorin. Golda, the other one, suddenly steps behind you and Hulk smashes. 15.
15 does not hit.
All right, you quickly dodge to the side, hearing his heavy breathing and his screaming. All right, so then Rhoda, still standing there, hoping to disappear, and doesn't disappear, but doesn't get hit for some reason, even with advantage. Can't roll higher than a 5. All right, so that's Brawny dudes. Now Block's awake as well. Now, Thorin, you're the closest one.
Yep. Oh man, I want to get myself some justice.
All right, and he grabs like a small shield from his back and starts to come at you like in like don't know if you watched Tribe, and then this like these quickly like small like lunges, and just like stabs at you.
In it out, the worst style for the dwarf to deal with.
Oh, yeah, he hits you a bit. And as he pierces you, he pierces you and pulls you a little bit out of the snow as you get basically the spear in your belly and get lifted on it up for 23 points.
Ouch! That was a critical.
No, it wasn't. It was 2 hits.
Okay.
Just like for the cinematics of it, it was just 1, right? All right, that's his turn. Tiny stuff. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dudes who can get attacked.
Wow, that ninth one just fucking
So-
failed. Look at that. Holy
So
cow.
I'm just thinking. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then from top again for the attacks. Okay.
Okay.
So first attack misses because it's the big guy. Second attack hits, kills actually.
Nice. It just darts right through the side of his skull. Didn't even see it coming. In one side, out the other.
Next attack hits as well. Can you just like tell me the AC and I tell you if you hit or not? It's easier. So 1, 2, 3, fourth attack
17.
hits for
12. Or sorry, you said 4 twice? Do you want the fourth or the fifth attack now?
I want the damage for if it's a hit I want the damage.
Oh, sorry, 7 damage.
All right. So he gets hit next.
12.
Is a miss.
13.
Then next miss.
20.
Next hits
5.
5 damage.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3.
Next
4,
one's
5.
24
Hits.
for 8. 8 damage.
All right, and that's it.
And the ninth attack was 3
Oh, yeah.
ones rolled, which was fucking depressing, and then the 10th attack is 15.
All right, misses as well.
Okay.
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 Hmm?
Sorry, no, that's it. Sorry.
Okay, so everybody sees these small like snowballs and like stones and icicles just like flying around and pelting these brawny dudes. Mostly. All right, Thorin.
So the guy who was fighting one I just did was killed.
The guy you bunked on the head earlier was yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's just Blark next to me.
Yes.
Right. Was he also frothing from the mouth? No.
No.
Right. Wish I could help Malin, but she's too far away, and it's just me and him, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then I drink, and as he's like piercing me constantly, I just decide that if I stay here on this range, I'm gonna get screwed. So I just bull rush through as he pierces me on the shoulder, and I swing low at him.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, and which one?
He's
do I
not
do?
hurt yet. First hurt, you lay on him.
Yeah, I know. I will do this one. It takes 16. Is to make it save.
Against?
Strength. DC 17.
Okay. He's really bad at strength saves.
So
Yeah, I save.
that's what I figured. Alright, so I just swing and try to push him off the snow, but he's a little too fast and just stumbles a bit back. So I'll go forward and try to change my attack and just bring it back. This time I'm aiming higher. Nice. Do I do anything else? And I just swing, but he has his tiny shield and deflects it to the side. As you saw the attack coming up.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it for now.
Oh,
Not worth
okay.
it.
Okay. No, Rhoda, really looking, well, annoyed, I would say. Marlene, you look shit, right?
Oh yeah.
Alright, what the hell? She focuses on the big guy who's fighting Thorin for a second, and again this green eldritch energy is like burning in her eyes as Block suddenly like stops in his tracks for a second. No, that's a save he isn't as good in. Nope, and he can just like his eyes flash green for a second as well. And then another round of praying. Nope.
Worst spell ever!
Well, that one. What can I do?
50% of the time, it works every time.
Exactly. All right, Marlene, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Pray to the
All right.
gods.
So you
Okay.
take no damage.
Okay. How far is she from me right now? Like, can I get to her?
Yeah, you can. With your movement, you can get to her now.
Okay.
You
Well.
couldn't get to her before. You were like 40 feet away before.
Okay. Well, with the slowdown is my concern. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're a lot closer now than
Okay.
you were last time.
Then I'm going to absolutely let loose on her. So.
Yeah, that's it.
And then I'm going to go ahead and use a superiority die on that one for this here.
Okay. Yes, she falls.
Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and just pummel her into the ground.
That's a crit because she fell down.
That's what I
And
was
then-
trying to do.
And then I'm going to go ahead and flurry of blows.
All right. That's it because she fell down. And that's it too. Anything else you want to do?
I think that's my whole turn.
All right. So let me make
She's
my
still up
concentration
after that?
saves. Let me like.
Oh, shoot.
That's a
Yes,
small
stuns.
number.
Okay.
Too late. I'd asked you.
Okay, fair enough.
So let me make my
Damn.
concentration spell. So first one I made. Second one I made. Third one I made. Fourth one I made. All right. So let me add up the numbers. 16 plus 13, 29, 29, 36, 39, correct? That's my math in my head. That just kills her. It doesn't matter. If it's anything more than 35, it is enough for her.
Well,
Okay,
it's
that's
definitely
interesting. So you just go, Reaper, and then pop, 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 pop on the ground.
Yeah, like on the ground. Like, what was this? I don't know. Like, there was one movie who. I don't know. It doesn't matter if I
And
don't
then
know.
you turn
this.
around, like, do the thumbs up with your
Yeah,
eye
so-
completely swollen, bleeding from the teeth, one teeth missing. As long as she's
So
more dead
when-
than you, you're fine.
So she's in the ground. You just like punch her into the snow. Bam, 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 bam. And yeah, with your final blow, the blizzard around you subsides and just like it falls. All the kind of snow slowly falls to the ground, and the icicles just like fall to the ground into the snow. As yep, she's dead.
Okay.
Gola.
All right, so there's 2 in melee with me.
Yes.
All right, and there's 1 fighting Thorin. And
2
there's a
fighting
dead
Thorin.
one.
Yeah.
2 fighting Thorin. All right,
Yeah,
I'm
but they're
disen-
like one is up. One it's just one up. But there were 2 fighting Thorin. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm disengaging the 2 that are on me
All right.
so that I can get out of their way in order to fire off a shot at one of the ones on Thorin.
Mm-hmm.
Are they?
Big
You
dude.
said they're both alive, or one is prone?
No, it is just the biggest and brawniest that's up fighting Thorin.
All right, well, I'm gonna just fire off a shot at him, kind of, scoot under the one dude's legs that's on me, disengage, and fire, and move Max from them.
Yes. Yeah. You hit him.
And I need snack attack.
Snack attack. All right, that's better. 26.
Right, and I guess I'm like 25 feet away from them
Mhm.
in a random direction that's not near anybody else.
Yep.
I'm not really sure how they're positioned, so.
Yeah, I got it. Now it's like I figure you don't want to run into another
Yeah.
one. I get it. Mm-hmm. All right. Gods. You're like
Alrighty,
60
so-
feet away from everybody.
Perfect. Excellent. All right. So if I understand correctly, our entire party is still standing. Is that correct?
More or less.
Who looks the least standing?
Malin, no doubt.
Probably
Roth is
Malin.
probably hurt. Roth
Okay.
and me are probably Alf.
So
Everybody's
Uh,
hurt. Marlene is the worst.
he'll shout to Malin and give her level 3 healing words to start things off.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So that is
So what do you shout?
Don't you die on me. It's a slight modification from his don't die, don't die, don't die that he says to himself.
All right.
So, so that
A
heals
little
for
bit more
12.
literate.
Sorry, what's that?
A little bit more literate.
Okay. Then he'll pull out his sling.
How much
Jeez,
better do
no.
I feel?
You feel
12
hit points better.
Oh, that is so much better.
Pull out his sling that he's never ever used before and try and take a shot at someone.
Who? Someone. The guy
honestly,
against Rhoda, the guy. The
in character,
guys.
he's panicking. He's not even sure what to pick. The first one
I
he
need
sees.
one. Okay, then roll. Give me a d5.
All right, D5, perfect. That one.
Okay, the big one.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope.
Picking fights.
Just like flies off in the middle of nowhere.
It hits him, and it just like looks at you as it hits his shield.
Oh no, he'll kind of cower a little bit and take a few more steps back. And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Suri is dead. So that concludes round 2. Now to Brody Dudes, round 4. They mad. Let's start with Rhoda.
Supposed to be mad.
Gets crit because spell doesn't work. Well, that's a 10 crit. That hits her pretty good, as anyways. All right. And 2 against Golda. Are you back?
Yep, I'm back. 2.
All right. Hit 1 with advantage. I rolled a net 1 and a net 2.
No.
Yes, I did. The second one, however, hits you.
What do you get? Because I might shield it if it's not too high, just to be lazy.
23.
No, that's not going to happen. All right. Shield only gives
7
me
points.
4. Yeah, no, wouldn't work. Okay, all right. I'm going to have that to 4. for
All
Brad.
right.
Whatever
So, yeah, that's only brawny dudes who are left. Now, big dudes, Blark, Thorin. He comes again with a spear.
Wasn't his eyes green?
Oh, you are right. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Yes. So he turns around and just runs at one of the other brownie dudes and stabs them instead.
Good thing. He's now my best buddy.
And he just murdered death this one with 2 crits.
Oh my god.
Yes, I saved myself so much pain. Yes. You're not here, but you're the best.
I think your beard just kind of weeps a tear of joy.
Oh god.
I think on the end he doesn't make another save though, right?
Yes.
Of each turn.
I think so. I mean, any kind of thing that does domination or thing like that, it gives you save.
Each time the target takes damage.
And I think at the end of turn. I mean, those are pretty nasty effects, right? Sure.
No, it doesn't say.
Okay.
Huh? It is just that he has advantage on the first if you're already in a fight. But I failed anyway, so
What spell was it?
I don't know.
Okay. I was just gonna double check, but okay.
All right.
Strange. Tiny stuff. Other people.
There's not much left. Doesn't
Oh,
attack?
that's right. Okay, tiny stuff, yes. Okay, so you want me to read off the numbers again, like last time?
So the first one hits him, gives him another save. He doesn't make it for 7 points. All right, then give me the numbers. Next, second
17.
attack. Hits.
6,
Yeah, next.
25,
Hits.
7, 18,
Hits.
5,
Yeah,
20,
hits.
7,
Gives
6
him another
misses.
save. Give me a sec. Gives him another save.
Sure.
He makes it. Now standing over one of the dudes he just killed. Nope. All right. Next one, 5 missed. Okay, next.
No, 6 missed. 7 is
Plus 6.
24.
Yeah.
6 damage.
Okay.
22 for 7.
Hits him. Well, he's pissed.
Pretty sure 9 misses with 13.
Yep.
And then 10 is 20 for 6 damage.
All right. Okay, got it.
Uh,
Oh, he's
have-
mad.
have-
Yep.
they could attack these too, Simon. I don't know if
I know,
they would want
but
to.
like small things that hit them.
Okay. All right.
Thorin.
Okay, so besides the insane number of rocks and twigs flying around, what is there living that Thorin needs to make a living?
2 brawny and
Clark.
2 brawny dudes and block.
Okay, which one is closest? Clark.
Block. Or 1 brawny dude.
Right. Where's Golda at the moment? Is she with anyone next to her?
In the snow. Yeah.
I have
One guy
2
just
of
got
them
killed.
on me.
Yeah, one of them just got killed. So there's another one, and blocks in front of her.
Yeah, but there's. Oh, Block is in front of Golda.
Yep.
Okay,
Because-
then I'll go for Block. So as he's swinging, he like shakes his head, trying to get the effect off. He sees Gold. He raises his. What does he have? A spear?
Mm-hmm. Spin shield.
He raises the spear over his shoulder, and as he does, he just hears the of snow and tries to look behind as he sees a mall coming his way. Oh, and that hits. And as it hits, the dwarf just goes "Shatara!" and brings it on him.
Yeah, and he dodges to the side.
Oh, that misses.
Yes.
Whoa. Okay, never mind. And boom, it hits his armor, but kind of glances off, and the dwarf just keeps going, ducks his counter
He
swing.
literally dodged to the side. Doesn't hit his armor. He dodged to the side.
Same thing. He rolled with it and dodges his next blow and comes around for the counter swing again. 17.
That one hits.
All right, then I'll do the previous one. Same thing. And as he does, at this point, he death from below.
No. You used your menacing attack and then he dodged.
Now, what the fuck? No, I use the menacing when I hit. If he dodged, there's no hit.
You hit, then used your thing, and then he had a reaction.
That's not how it works, but sure. Who cares? I have more. Sure, I'll do it again.
Okay.
Take it.
Strength save still.
Not
That's his
strength,
force.
wisdom.
Oh, menacing this time, not the trip that before. All right, wisdom, not his fault. 14 is not enough. All right, so he is feared.
Yes.
All right, he dodges
immediately.
to the side, and you get a quick other hit in.
As I say, death from below, and he sees that this dwarf is not kidding, and then he looks to Golda.
Yeah.
Get away from me! I don't handle this! And he just keeps swinging. Action surge.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Okay.
And just
That's it.
brings the armor back and boom! Just he tries to block with his shield, but just goes right into his shoulder.
Yeah.
And as it's in, he like shoulder butts him a little bit back and brings the hammer back around, plants it in the snow, and just kicks up a lot of snow, and he comes for an upper swing.
Yeah.
18.
He can't run away because you killed him with the last hit.
And just boom! Oh, he killed
Okay,
him.
good one.
Okay, and just
Yeah,
hit him
nothing
right on the
taken.
face, and he like shudders for a bit as if he was being electrocuted, but it's just his brain being completely melted by the force of the swing as the snow just goes up in the air.
Nice.
It works.
That's it?
Yeah, that's my action surge. I mean, oh, there's one next to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, then I look at him and I just go, Yandex! But that probably misses.
No, it's it.
Oh, okay, then boom! Just hit him right on the side with a big heavy thud.
Against the other one, that's it. All right, nice. Good. He doesn't look too happy. Okay, Rhoda. One up
Not supposed to.
against you, fighting with Thorin at this point, but he's still next to you. And one against Rhoda. That's it. Ah, Rhoda. It's me. Sorry. So what do me do? Well, she can't do shit. That's bad. Okay. Eldritch Blast. With disadvantage. Still hits. Woo. And misses. What one hit? No, does she have the pushing thing? I don't know. I don't want to look. She doesn't know. Okay. So that he doesn't like that. And she prays. And she stays.
The worst spray ever.
Marlene, you're up.
Okay, so one of the little guys is still up, and then there's still Blork, right?
There are no little guys.
No little guys, just Blork left.
No, no one is there. Oh, no one of them is little.
Confused.
Yeah, they're
Log
all
is
like
dead.
barbarians.
Oh.
They're all buff.
One of the lesser buff guys.
Yeah, two of them.
Okay, I'm gonna go for whichever one is closest to me.
You want to go the guy who's fighting Rhoda or the guy who's fighting Thorin?
Thorin's pretty good
You
at
think-
handling himself. I'll go help Rhoda.
All right.
So,
That's it. That's it.
okay, flurry of blows.
Hit, miss.
Okay. So come up
15,
behind him
19.
and like just
No,
start.
that's enough. You kill him. How you kill him?
So I basically jump up on his back, put my arm around his neck, and choke him out in the snow.
All right. As he topples over forward, and Rhoda looks at you as it does, and she's like, "Thanks."
Anytime.
Okay. One guy standing who's in front of you, Golda.
All right, I'm disengaging him, like waddling backwards through the snow, like trying to just get out of his reach as I knock an arrow and just, not point blank, but far enough that he can't interfere with it.
Yep. Yeah, that's enough.
And then I would, well, I don't know, was he the one that's near Thorin? Is there a sneak attack
Absolutely.
involved?
Yes.
All right, and then
How you kill him? It's enough.
she's just like trying to get out of his way in through the snow. Like it's not deep for a regular person, but it's up to like her, what is it, like a few feet, or I don't know. So yeah, she's pretty much up to her like waist in snow, trying to get away from this guy. Just like desperation, pulls an arrow, hits him in the kneecap, but it's enough to rupture an artery that's behind there,
All right.
and he goes down and bleeds out into the snow, and it's nice and red.
It is, and then silence, as the icicles still poke these guys who are down.
I really need to work on that. I need to give him a better command. Maybe I'll just say stop now. And they'll fall on the ground this time.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you lose concentration, they do anyway, so
Yeah.
it just ends by.
Yeah.
All right. Well done.
Everyone all right?
No.
Figured. How is Rhoda doing? Probably on the last leg.
No, she is not on last leg, but she's pretty hurt.
She's
Molly
always
like-
looks
that's
probably
good.
beat up too, I guess.
Malin should be on her last leg still.
Oh, someone put in a good word for me, so
Good word for you.
-5 XP.
He hates puns.
Here, you two,
No, I
come
don't.
over here. I've got some more for you.
All
I
right.
actually
Sure.
hate puns.
I'll toss them each a cure wounds.
Maybe it's not just the forest we have to worry about.
So, oh wow, they each gain 7.
That's all of us. There are a lot of us. Do you even have an spell slot?
Were you talking to me, Thorin?
I don't know. I don't know what either of you two did anyway, so.
Okay.
I gave them each a cure wounds for
Each?
7 hit points.
Cool.
Who's each?
The two that we're talking about being injured, Rhoda and
Everybody's injured.
Malin again. Okay, well,
Yeah.
cure wounds for everybody then. Two more.
You don't have enough slots.
That's it for my level 1 slots.
All right.
So you said you heal Rhoda for 7 points?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Golda for 7.
As you go to the dwarf, he kind of lifts up. He says, "I'm all right. Take care of the lassies."
He gets 6 anyway. And then 12 to... I guess it'd be Golda last.
I thought you said I got 6, or was that Rhoda?
That was Rhoda. Rhoda and Malin got 7. And then Thorin just got 6 and Golda got 12.
Okay.
All right. Maybe I was being a little bit overzealous about the forest. I'm willing to admit my mistakes.
I just pat him on the top of the head. I'm just like, you know what? We lived. I would really like to find some place to rest.
Yeah, probably not a bad idea. And I don't think I think that the barbarians tend to avoid the forest. I think they're more plains, but I'm not sure of that. I might know that as a character. I'm not sure.
You would know that they mostly stay either in the moors or in the forest, and not necessarily on the tundra. So they attack you on the tundra.
Oh, so they're not where they should be then. Or
Mm-hmm.
would I find that odd, or just they're being opportunistic?
Your choice.
I'll just say it
We
was
saw those
probably
hiking tracks
opportunistic.
earlier. It's possible that they were out here anyway.
As this is going, I'll get back on Samson. And I'll just turn. You try to see what they can do here. I'll go gather the horses.
Golda would whistle for the dog to return, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay, good.
I guess she'd poke around at the dead guys, see if they. It's probably not going to have anything useful, but
Give me 2d12. You find 9 silver pieces on the biggest and baddest. The others give me 64.
Per pieces.
16 copper pieces on the others altogether.
all right. So 9 silver, 16 copper. I'm just going to put it in my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible Suri had anything on her, like medicinal herbs or anything on her that just isn't money?
You do find the thing she threw in the snow in front of her was a heart. It's too big to be a humanoid heart, though. It's a little bit bigger.
Probably elk.
Oh, the moose heart.
Is it still fresh?
It's relatively fresh, yeah. It's not beating, but it's relatively
Okay.
fresh.
Any chance that there's a moose carcass around?
You want to take a look around?
Yeah, I'd like to look.
Give me a survival check. Give me actually 2.
Guess we'll have a
Right.
hearty dinner.
You do not find
Hey, heart
any.
is good.
You do not find any herbs on her. However, you do indeed find where they come from, and you find the tracks they left behind, and you can follow them. It will take you some time, but you could follow them up if you want. And they are fairly good in hiding their tracks. You realize this now. I mean, this is snow, right? So there's just that much you can do.
Not
but
that hard. Guys, if you want, we can go ahead and we can follow these tracks. It's possible they left their moose there. If we could scavenge some meat from that,
It
might
could
be able to
also
find a
lead us
camp
to
to
more
rest at.
barbarians.
Which is why I'm asking you before I go do something stupid.
that's new.
I'm learning. She can
I
be
mean,
taught.
I don't care if we find more barbarians, but you look like you're in pretty bad shape.
We still
Yeah.
need to get away from
We might
here.
want to try to just move away from this and rest.
Yeah, that
The
sounds
question
like
is what Rhoda is going to do now. She cannot really ride the horse anymore.
Yeah, she's got no head.
Oh, speaking of, can
Horse
I go
is
find
not-
my horse, or is he gone?
I'm doing that. I'm doing that.
Okay, you're on it.
Do these guys usually ride horses, or is that just the one tribe?
They don't.
She can ride my horse and I can walk. For
It's
a
the
little
same
bit.
thing.
At least until we find camp and figure something out.
If someone's gonna walk, it's probably gonna be me.
I move
You're
faster
the-
than you. And there's a lot of snow, which you sink
Uh,
into.
Exactly, that's the main difference, right? She doesn't
Yes.
sink into the snow.
Because the speed doesn't matter, right? It's travel. You're not
Hey,
moving at full speed.
Guys, I bought 2 sets of snowshoes. Who wants some?
Oh my god, you did!
That actually helps the dwarf if he's gonna have to.
I can't believe it! We're actually gonna get used!
Now here's the question: are our feet sizes close enough, Thorin? Or is
I
this
mean,
like a one
They're not
size?
shoes. They're like rackets or whatever you put below shoes, right?
Yeah,
That-
they're add-ons.
yeah.
They're DLC. Shoe DLC.
Sure,
but
that
Malin-
works.
Marlene, you don't need them, right? You actually step
Yeah.
on top of the snow, and they even with snowshoes you sink a little bit, right? It's not as deep, right? That's the main difference.
Well, Thorin, if you're walking, there you go.
Do I manage to find the other 2 horses that were alive?
Yeah. You,
Okay,
well,
sure.
yeah. Mhm.
I bring them back. If you want, I could let Rhoda get on Samson. It'd be a little hard for me, but I'm a soldier. I'm not used to our treks. You should have seen back when I went to Everland.
You know what? If you are insistent, you certainly can, but I am more than happy to let Rhoda take my horse.
Yeah, are you sure Samson
How
could
about we
carry
take
her,
turns?
Thorin?
That should work.
Whatever suits you.
Okay, then I'll put on the shoes and I guess I'll start working. The problem is, what's our plan? I'll speak a little bit out of character.
We need to find a place that we can rest, either like a
And that's
Small.
up to you.
So we've got kind of 2 options for that. We can either keep going straight ahead, or we could move
Does anyone know anything
perpendicularly
about these barbarians?
into the forest and get out of line of sight.
That's a good question. Do I know anything about this area? Like if there would be more of
I
them,
guess-
this tribe?
I mean, again, tribe in the tundra, right?
Yeah. I guess my main concern is if we follow the tracks and it goes to a camp, either we have more people to fight to clear the camp, which is a problem, or we have to make our own camp somewhere. So
As for like refuge, there's not much of refuge other than the forest to your right. Maybe something in the moors. Because at this point you left the hills that the Desarian River flows through behind you, right? And this is like forest, plains, more. I mean, this is not like this. It's like actually a fairly wide space, but
it sounds like
than-
there's
other than maybe like some up and downs, but it's not like hilly, right? It's just like this, like the natural waves,
okay.
natural ups and downs. There's not much.
Is there a
Right.
desire to butcher the horse?
Waste not, want not. But we're good on rations anyway, so
Yeah, but I mean, horse is edible, but do we really want to?
It's
you
either
can.
to let the poor beast freeze in the snow. It's the same to me. I
we're
think
good on
this
food
thing's
and
on.
time's short. I think we leave it.
Okay, let's butcher it then. Get what we can.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
think we need to spend a long time on it though. Maybe just take the easy cuts
Pick a
and
leg.
leave the rest.
then.
Yeah, like the legs.
Flanks and legs or whatever.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna bother gutting it or anything like
It's
that.
gonna rot, right? So even in the snow, it will slow it, but
Absolutely. All right. So who's doing the butchering? Marlene,
I certainly can.
give me survival
Is
check.
that?
Yeah.
What?
Well, you
You're
knew
the
the
best at
horse.
survival.
So yeah, you cut a little bit. Give me 2d6.
Okie doke. 2d6.
So you have now 6 kilos. That's about 12 pounds horse meat.
It's not bad.
Awesome. Great. Love carrying horse meat.
And Marlene, you are pretty bloody, like a blood up to your elbows.
What's new? Nothing ever changed.
At least it's not your blood this time. So
Does
you got
anybody
that going
else
for
want
you.
to carry bloody horse?
We can
Would
split
you?
the load. I'll take half of it.
You'll take half of it? Okay.
How do you transport the stuff?
Okay, grab some rags off of the dead barbarians and just wrap it up.
Grab some chunks of hide armor and wrap it up in there and
Yeah.
salt it with
Right.
their delicious sweat.
Yep.
Disgusting.
Yum.
Let's find a place to make camp.
Yeah, we can cook it and have a good meal at least.
Yeah, if nothing else, then it won't spoil right away.
Ravel, enjoy helping with that.
My beard is freezing.
Let's find your beard some shelter then.
Yeah, actually, your beard is like encrusted with snow, and it's
Yeah.
really stiff. So it's not this like you cannot really kind of.
Even rub it properly.
Does that give a bonus to AC?
Like when I rub it, it cracks as the ice breaks.
Yeah,
Don't
you're
touch
like you're scared that if you kind of break the ice, you maybe break the hair with it.
No.
Very
Alright.
gingerly.
Let's go warm your beard. Are we going to find like a little place on the edge of the forest then that's somewhat covered, or what do you
You're
guys
a
want to do?
tracker, aren't you?
I'm asking you guys what you want to do. That's what I think we should do, but at the same time, I'm saying the forest may not be all that friendly either.
I think we
Honestly,
cut
after
into
what
the
I've seen
forest.
here, it's all the same.
All right. Then I'm gonna start leading them towards the edge of the forest. See if we can't find like a little area that's a little more sheltered.
All right,
As,
Les. Yes?
as you are on your way towards the forest, you actually start to see like some smoke rising, not from the forest, but from your left, from east, the direction you wanted to travel.
Well,
It's not much.
your camp.
It's more like a few. It's more like a few wisps, if you will.
That'd be their camp, probably. You wanna check it out, or?
I'm not ready for another fight, if that's what you're asking.
I didn't ask for a fight. I said if you want it. I'm not going.
So you want me to go ahead and scout it out?
I'm asking if you want.
I am kind of curious.
If you feel confident, if you get spotted, you're kinda scared, Les.
How far off does it look?
Half a mile.
Half a mile. Okay, I'll go super sneak and go take a look.
All sneaky beaky like.
As sneaky beaky as sneaky gets, hopefully.
Mm.
I really don't want another bolt right now.
Okay.
The dwarf tells you to then meet us to the point where we were going, since there's no use just waiting here for you. See, it's
I'll meet you on the edge of the trees.
Interesting. Okay. So, you let's do Marlin first, okay?
Bye,
you get-
guys. I'm off to die.
you get closer towards the smoke and follow it a little bit. Give me a stat check. As you get closer, you see that fairly soon you see where the smoke comes from. On some sort of natural rise. Again, there's not really hills here, just like a little bit of up and down. It's as you go in wilderness, right? You see a few hobbled together buildings made out of stone. The basis of stone, basically half a level of stone, and then basically wood. And they have some palisades, basically on the outside, shielding them from the worst of worst things. And well, the biggest of the houses has like some smoke coming out of it, out of the chimney.
Okay. I'd like to get a little closer and see if I can tell if these are, friendly people here or if I need to, be on the lookout.
Mm-hmm. When you get a little bit closer, you see a few wagons standing in the middle, in between the houses. You see a few wagons looking a little bit older, more behind, like toppled over. So the ground, the wheels are looking outwards, so towards you, and the behind the palisade, giving a little bit of cover, perhaps. And yeah.
Okay, so can't really tell if it's friendlies or not, but there's nothing saying blatantly that these are not friendly people. Okay.
Doesn't really look like barbarians to you.
Yeah, I know. A little more developed. I'm going to go ahead and run back to the group then, where I left them. And you guys, there's a what looks kind of like a town.
Give me a second.
Absolutely.
Now, the rest of you, where were you heading?
To where our original plan was, so wherever Malin was guiding us.
Okay, what was that? I didn't quite understand where you wanted to go.
I think she was getting us a place somewhere near the forest so we'd get some cover. Was that it, Malin?
Yeah, so you guys wouldn't be like directly in the middle of the snow.
So into the forest then?
Not into it, like on the edge.
Like 100 yards or less. Just
Okay, so
in the end.
as you get closer towards the forest, this is everybody of you can give me a nature check.
Okay.
You clearly
boy.
Did Nature Girl fail a nature check?
I didn't have to roll it, did I?
No, you're not there.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is clearly is an old forest. You see like a lot of pine, obviously, right? But these are old trees. Even the trees on the outside are old. However, when you get closer and you see further inwards, you see that the tree's size grows. Even the trees on the outside are easily 12, 13, 14 feet tall. The ones deeper inside are even bigger. There is near to no snow on the ground beneath the trees, and I need to whipper this.
Well, this be the place. Let's up Calvin and get ourselves murdered.
Boulder?
Malin.
Malin. Correct. It's always sneaky peeky like I always think Calder. Now you have to sneaky peeky.
What? That's wrong.
Well, what? Why did I roll that? Yeah,
I don't know.
That's. Why did I roll? I think I need new glasses, dude. I'm doing a little dance for it.
Yeah. Nope. Nothing there. Anything else? So, you go to the edge of the forest.
Yes, yeah, edge of the forest.
I mean, I
Good
guess
shot.
Golda would mention that she knows pine trees maybe have areas under them that are free of snow for camping, but she kind of gets like edgy as you get toward the forest. Like she seems uncomfortable with it, but she can't really put a finger on why.
Who's the first to enter? Thorin?
First what? First to enter the forest.
We're not entering the forest, are we?
You said you want to
Just-
get into the edge.
Yeah, we're walking in a few feet. Yes, this, I think Thorin would be in front, right?
Sure, okay.
All right, Thorin, give me D4. Okay. Yep.
Alright, now we wait for Malin. And he starts clearing some snow.
Mm-hmm.
Clearing snow, setting up camp, etc. Maybe repackaging the horse meat so it's not leaking everywhere. Miscellaneous stuff like that.
It's probably not
Yep.
leaking anymore, it's frozen. Just rub ice
Sure.
on it.
What do you think about a fire, Thorin?
A very bad idea with barbarians around. But if the alternative is freezing... Let's wait for Malin.
All right,
All right.
that you do. Martin, it's easy enough to find them with the tracks they're leaving.
Okay, so I run up and I take the time to like kind of fix some of their tracks, like little OCD cleaning, and come
Yeah,
up to
I
them.
mean, it's snow, right? So
Yeah. Guys, up ahead, I think there's something kind of looks like a town. We might be able to find a place there that we can rest.
Did you mention there were some inns on the way?
I'm sorry?
Look to Gold, I think it was. Someone mentioned some inns on the way.
Samir is on the way. What?
Inns!
Inns.
Inns.
Tap.
Places.
Inns.
Okay.
Roadside
There's, like-
motel.
There's
Yeah.
various inns and like farmsteads along the route, but I wouldn't know if we were near one.
Well,
So,
I think there's one half a mile away. It certainly doesn't look like a barbarian camp.
You say think, and it looks like these
I
words
didn't
don't
see people.
inspire confidence.
Well, even if it's abandoned,
But
we
it
could
looks fine.
camp in it.
Well, there's a fire going in one of the houses. It's not abandoned.
All right. Well, do you want to check it out, or do you
I
want to?
think it's worth taking the risk and going up to it.
Let's compromise here. Get closer, and maybe one or two of us check it out more thoroughly before we commit.
Whatever, let's do it fast. Maybe you're
Alright.
this reason.
All right, Thorin.
All right, I'll lead the way then.
I'd kill for a god neither right now.
There might be one in your future. Just hope. So, I'll go ahead and I'll start leading them towards the town. And as we start getting closer, I'll turn to them and say, "So, are we all going in, or did some of you want to wait for the all clear?"
Yes, we should wait for the all clear. Someone should
Great.
go in and take a
I'll
look.
tell you when it's safe.
Or are you just walking in, Thorin?
Yeah, he's hugging his elbows, he's really cold. I mean, he's walking, not waist deep now that he has the shoes, right? But it's still knee deep snow, probably.
absolutely, like ankle deep, even
Yeah.
with the snowshoes.
And if I see the same thing that you mentioned to her, I don't think these are barbarians, at least cards. Those guys have the art and like paintings and pelts for armor. Doesn't look like it, so see whatever it is. Could be a different kind of bandit, sure.
So you're going in, Thorn?
Yeah, he's already walking in the distance. Slowly, but he is.
Okay, so is anybody going with him?
Sure.
If Thorin's walking in, yeah, because I wanted to be sneaky, and our dwarf is anything but sneaky. So okay, we're going.
I think we're going as a group then.
Yep.
Okay.
Who's going well?
Okay. So as you get closer, someone orders you and says, like, "Who goes there?"
Thorin Firehammer!
Yeah. Shut up. Come in.
Son,
Okay.
Gladly.
fucking humans!
So two of these wagons who basically block kind of get pulled to the side and open up a way for you to go in.
I just not. Shit, that's
Immediately
freezing.
the fire, yeah.
Any place where one could warm his beard?
Yeah, and you would see a few humans standing there, but very like rough looking folk, not necessarily the city folks, right in the south. And they nod and says, "Go to Wolfgar. You might be able to cook something up for you. Want to stay here for the night?"
Yes,
With
please.
snow? I.
Hey, we've got meat for the soup too. Pat the horse meat.
And you see, this is like just like a few buildings, one bigger building, one long house, and like two smaller ones. And you see one of the smaller ones is actually not a building; it's just like a shed. And you see two Rothy in there. And yeah, like a little bit of like a small garden is there as well. However, it's winter and it's snowed. It's not over, right? Yeah, a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. A little bit like that. Yeah. Um. So, you go into the longhouse. It's not a lot warmer in there. There's a small fire cooking with like a big pot hanging over it, and like looks like some stew in there, and like a big burly man, just like doing some like hacking something to pieces as you come in, and like he starts to smile with like his big bushy beard and says like, "Ah, guests, welcome. I'm Wolfgar."
Pleasure to meet you. Dun, 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 as he goes with the shoes, right?
Yeah.
Thorin Firehammer. He just stops by the fire shaking. Pleasure to see a friendly face in all this snow.
Yes. Nice to have some guests. It's a hard travel through the winter.
Hey.
Tell me about it. I'm still covered in God knows what.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, other than you and the four people who were outside and Wolfgar, it's empty right now. And he says, "So, what is your story? What brings you here?" As he kind of turns around, stops with the Hackbire, the
Cleaver.
butcher's knife, cleaver. The butcher's knife smacks it into the wood and kind of turns around and grabs a few mugs.
Headed to Silvery Moon via Everland.
Oh, that's still quite a ways of travel you have there. Be careful on your way. Since Nesmi, the elk tribe has become more active, coming out of the Evermoors more and more.
I'm sorry, the what's become more active?
The elk tribe that we just
Elk.
fought.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you already got acquainted with our neighbors then, eh?
Indeed.
Very friendly. folk.
Charming folk.
Well, and he kind of puts a beer in front of each one of you.
Thank you. Do you have a place for a Rastis?
Yeah, they. How many?
1, 2, 3, and a dog.
Well, we do
Well-
have parts of a third. Maybe it'd be best served on your block, and I'll take out the horse meat I've got and
And he
Hand
kind of
over.
thinks for a second. Don't think that mixes very well with crocodile.
oh, okay. Yeah, maybe for tomorrow then.
Yep.
I forgot to add my share of the meat into my stuff, so I'll do that real quick.
So
Do you
you
have
can
rooms available?
put your beasts of burden to the Yorothi.
Nuts. Can you take care of that? First?
Hmm?
Sure, we can.
I honestly didn't understand what you said.
I was just wondering if Quartz was gonna take care of that or not.
Take care of what? The horses? Okay, yeah, I'll take care of the horses.
The same.
Yeah, I'll take the mounts and go get them set up.
Okay.
Do you have rooms for us?
Rooms. Yeah, we have a couple. If that is enough for you.
Yeah,
We'll make do with whatever you have.
we're not too picky in this now, eh?
Of course. Will be 5 copper. Copper nose.
Shells them. And how much for dinner? Anything else?
I didn't say anything.
So for now, 5 copper. Shall I? So, you know our story. What's yours? What? Why are you out here?
Why out here? It's my home. This farmstead has been in my family for 150 years or so.
Farmstead. Didn't notice with all this now.
It's winter.
Quite a place to settle, though, between the moors and the forest. And
Well-
God knows what on tundra.
Yes, but it's where my family grew up and, well, we refurbished it after Sundarbar 100 years ago.
Well, happy to know that fruit prices have been on the rise. Do you get a good harvest?
No. But we make do. Sometimes a few travelers come by and we can trade.
Okay, yeah, the dwarf is gonna
But but honestly, I just don't like the cities.
You and me both.
Well, you should have seen a dwarven city. Now that's a proper city. He keeps scrambling as he picks his beard of ice.
Too many people are just irritating me.
Well, I don't know about you folks, but I'm going to try and get some snow and rub the blood off of me. See what I can do about
Very
that.
much appreciated, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Horse ending.
So I'll go step out and do what I can about that mess.
Yeah, and when you step out, you see like the 4 other people who greeted you are kind of just like spaced out at this point, just like looking into the distance. Some of them are hacking some wood. You see that Coates right now is unsettling the horses in the shed.
Okay.
And yeah, Wolfgar would ask, so you look like a hungry bunch. You have some turned crock stew. Family recipe. You interested? Or you
Kirkstu.
yourself?
Never ate it, but I did hear of it when I was in Everland once. Sure, I became.
All
I need
right.
an Lux right now.
And you, little woman?
I don't know. What? Croc is rat? What? She just puts down some money, I guess, and I don't know.
I'll take it as a yes then. Not
Yeah,
very
it's just-
talkative one, is she?
Well, a little concerned about. You guys had any issues with Uthgard around here?
Yeah?
They don't usually come out this way.
No?
At least not the last time I was here. I was wondering what's got them riled up.
I don't know. Maybe something in the moors? Maybe maybe that what happened ever happened to Nesme happened to them too? I don't know.
She just kind of like, she seems to be like a little just troubled at the moment.
Well, maybe you feel a little bit better if you have something warm in your tummy. And he kind of turns around and goes to the big bowl with where all the stew is in, and kind of just like puts the whole bowl into it and kind of uses it as like a
Scoop or a
uh,
ladle or
a
something.
scoop. Yeah, scoops it out. Just puts it in front of you, and yeah, it's like doesn't look great, doesn't look bad. Like it's sort of like some greens, lot
It's
of
not red
turnips, lot of turnips, and like a few like pieces of chunks of meat floating in it. But generally, like the basis is water, right? So, oh yeah, he puts it in front of you too. What about the other two?
I already said yes, right?
Hmm?
I already said yes, right?
I already said yes.
I'm not of those the other two.
No.
So already.
Bryce, Cords and I stepped out, so we haven't given our
Yeah,
answer.
we're not in there. Yeah.
I think you have returned. No?
Not now.
I am covered in blood and washing myself with snow. It's gonna take me a minute.
I'm sure there's like some as soon as they're and you're like a fuck from Malin outside. As soon as they're back.
He nods and kind of continues to like chop a few pieces of meat. Not sure if you ever ate croc, but like those of you who know how crocodile meat looks,
Crocodile is delicious.
It's actually not
So
that bad.
good.
it's really good. Yeah, I know. So yeah, and then talking goes back and forth. Now, is there anything that the two of you who are outside want to do while you're there? Doesn't look as
You said
nice.
Yes.
you said the other guys were working on just general things around.
Like two of them seem to be on the lookout. The other two are like readying some hay, readying some like chopping wood, like firewood for later. I mean, even in the winter, there's much to do, right? So
I'll go up to one of the guys and ask them if they want any help with whatever it is they're doing.
they nod and kind of, yeah, sure, you can help us to hack a little bit of the wood.
Sure. Least I can do for your hospitality.
And Kots, anything you?
I take extra care with the mounts. Kind of give my horse an extra pat for not losing his shit in the fight. Good horse. I get him all brushed down and well cared for, and then I would head back in to see what's up with the stew. That looked pretty good.
Yep. So yeah, the next few hours pass by, and you kind of can calm down finally a little bit before evening sets in. Is there anything you want to talk with these guys about?
I'll ask them, how close the barbarians have been getting, or what kind of in general the big problems are.
So yeah, I mean, you would hear about Nesme again.
Is there any word what
However-
happens there?
No, they know even less. However, Wolfgar doesn't seem to be so very annoyed at that because he just like smiles and says like, maybe more trouble comes from through here now, right? But still, he's still worried, right? It's just like there's like a silver lining to it, if you will.
What are you going to do
I'll-
if they start coming here?
Yeah, to answer the question about the barbarians, it's this is super recent, super recent. Not sure what stirred the barbarians up. So far they didn't attack, and he doesn't really think they would necessarily attack in an entrenched situation. Mostly these guys stay away from civilization. However, to call this civilization might be a little bit of a stretch. So,
Maybe if we have the time, if you guys are at all thinking that we have some time, maybe we can try and put some stone walls up, or at least try and fortify what they have.
where you want to get the stones?
I know someone who can shatter rock, but I don't really know if there's stone around. That's the only thing.
It's a farmstead, right? I mean, the stones that were in the ground would have mostly been.
So they're probably like half buried under and too difficult to get.
I think unless you have a
So.
Stonewall spell.
Also,
Not a
ice
druid.
cold ground, super hard, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Just feel bad leaving them completely, not
I mean,
much to their devices.
he kind of smiles and says, it's nice for you to worry, but we've been living here. I've been living here for the last 30 years, or 35 years, so I think I
Fair
can
enough.
handle myself.
I'm sure you can. Well,
Well, that was interesting. How much is it for this too?
You already paid, didn't you? Like out of question, didn't you?
Yeah, wait, but for those I thought it was 5 coppers for the roll.
Yep.
Didn't say, right? Oh, alright. Any last thing you lads want to
Right.
do before?
I'm probably going to turn in for a couple hours to rest. Lord knows I've been getting my butt handed to me lately.
Say,
And
Wolfgar.
Simon just giggles about it.
Well, stop
And
trying
me?
to hug the big guys.
I went after the little lady and she absolutely. Okay, you know what? It's over. I'm alive.
She did nothing to you.
She almost knocked me unconscious if it weren't for that one thing that I almost forgot I had.
Which is actually important.
So, any more questions for Wolfgang? Or?
Yeah, what I typed. So I'll ask him if he's got anything stronger.
Stronger? What's wrong with my meat?
Oh, it's great. It's great. Just need something to warm the spirit, you know?
Mm.
Here, and I'll put 2 silvers down on the counter. Could really use it.
Alright, kind of turns around and fills like a small wooden cup, like yay high, right? It's not a shot, it's more than that. And kind of pulls like something out of one of the barrels. And kind of puts it in front of you, like some clear water.
There we go. I'll look to Thorin. Care to join us, Thorin?
He just stops what he's doing, he looks straight at you. You better be talking amicably, unless you want to end with your ass floored, son. And then he joins you.
Alright.
No dwarf ever denies a drink.
So when you smell it, it almost smells like nothing. There's no alcohol in it, but like you can perceive it. And yeah, when you drink it, there's not much of a taste to it. It's just like a burning sensation as it flows down your throat. Constitution check, please, both.
All right.
Thorin, get advantage.
I guess it's been a long trip.
So after the first one, he's just like, all like,
Typical human!
That's what I needed.
and Wolf guys, you sure, kid?
I like it. Yes, for strong. This one was the throat.
I'll just nurse it the rest of the night. Like just
Yeah,
slowly
you
sipping it.
like just like after you just like after the first cup, you already feel woozy, and like the longer you wait, you actually get more drunk, even though you kind of try to keep it at bay. It's just
Yeah.
getting worse and worse. You're pretty smashed after half an hour as the stuff gets into your body.
Okay.
Eveleth.
Yeah, I think we needed that. That's good after the trip.
Which is amazing, probably.
Yeah, you're poisoned now. Like effectively, like the mechanically effect poison.
Okay.
Somebody go tuck in cords.
Hey, if you were Ivor and you'd be shitting, I'd be punching you.
I think he's just. I think he's a singy drunk. I don't think he's quiet. I think he's like trying to go through his songs, but they're all kind of slurred.
I'm interested. Malian drinks and she gets drunk, she gets drunken fist.
No.
Just automatically changed away the drunken master. Just need a few shots.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, night comes pretty quick in the winter. So, if there's anything you want to do outside, would be now.
Actually, I'd like to look through if there's anything in their garden, like herb-wise or anything. See essentially what they have.
Yeah,
If they have anything in store.
They would have some things, not much, at least not in their garden, but it's all barren as it is winter, right? If you ask him, he could. What do you?
I'm
what are you
looking for anything dried that might have some sort of properties for Rhoda to help her sleep.
Yeah, he would have something like that. However, not from the garden, but from the moors themselves.
But he has them here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, if I'm very interested.
Yeah. He would want like 2 silver for that,
Fine. To help Rhoda, sure.
and he would say, "Be careful with that, eh? That's strong medicinal herbs."
Okay. I'll take the time to kind of prepare a dose or whatever I need to do.
Depends on how strong you're gonna make it.
Well, we'll see what happens. Start small and we'll increase the dose if we have to.
All right, medicine check, please. All right. Okay. So aside from drugging up Rhoda,
I'll keep an eye on her as she sleeps, see if it helps her at all.
Yeah, I think we could just take a rest.
all right. So yeah, Quartz is knocked out, goes to bed pretty early, just. Donezo. Alright, rest of you? also go to bed, or?
Yep.
Mhm.
Go to bed.
All right.
I guess Golda would probably try to find a quieter place to sleep than usual, since like Rhoda's been waking her up just about every night with her nightmares, so she's taking the opportunity to get an actual night of sleep.
Yeah, I'll take care of Rhoda. You take care of yourself.
Okay. So you want to go in another room?
Yeah, I guess she'd probably try to take it to a separate room.
There were
Alright.
2 rooms, right, that he gave us?
Mhm.
If you try the dwarven room, so to speak, there's a human snoring.
Snoring's probably better. She could probably sleep through snoring. 'Cause I don't know about the screaming and the nightmares.
Okay.
Set yourself!
She just kind of like curls up on the floor with her dog at the foot of the bed. Uses the dog as a pillow. She's like, I hope you guys don't mind. I can't
Yeah,
take
it's
another
also
night of
warmer,
her
right?
screaming.
It's also warmer, right?
Yeah.
Knock yourself out less.
All right. So yeah, night falls pretty quickly, as I said, and everybody settles down.
Mhm.
Get murdered in the night.
Good.
Uh,
All right. So, Marty, give me a perception check.
Night murder. All right, perception. There it is.
All right.
Great.
Just before the roof collapses, you hear some sounds from the outside. Now, you and Rhoda are luckily not in the room that collapses. However, the rest of you get pretty quickly woken up by the room exploding in fire, and a pillar of flame washes over each one of you in a huge explosion that everybody wakes up pretty quickly from.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus.
we never did get a short rest, did we?
Yeah, you got a short rest.
Oh, just a short rest?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'll take back my hit points and roll. Die. Or would I have
and
gotten
each-
4 hours? Would I have gotten 4 hours?
It's still, you need to do 8 hours to
Okay.
rest. It's just
Fine.
4 hours you need to sleep. Each the 4 of you who are in the men's room, so to speak, take 28 points of damage
Oh,
as the ceiling explodes and fire comes down.
Fuck!
28? Okay.
Yeah. As this happens, fire comes down and explodes.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, that's I was joking about the assassination attempt.
Well, don't joke with me.
Okay.
And immediately after that happened, through the ceiling, people start streaming in, jumping down basically from the beams.
I
And
scramble for my weapons.
now opened up. Now the question is, do you have your armor on in the hall? That's the question. Indoors. Initiatives, everybody, please.
Oh yeah, I
As much-
definitely do. I was passed out the fuck out. and
Yeah,
didn't-
you do, but I don't. I'd like really to say I do, but
Oh, and I
there's
failed
no
the con
sense
check,
why I would have
too,
it.
which fits. So yeah, I'm exhausted as well. Neat. All right.
This is going well, guys. We're doing good.
But there's really no reason why I would have it. So yeah, which means I'm properly fucked. I'm like a mage caught with the pants down.
It's okay.
Leathery guys? Great. Are you sure they're just not here to like do some BDSM stuff?
What the shit is this?
So the only one who is not surprised is Marlene.
Okay, that's even better now.
So first round. Golda surprised. Marlene.
Yeah, trying to untangle self from dog who is freaking out.
Yeah, fire, dog. Not so good.
Okay.
Marlene, you just
Okay, so
like hit
what's
something
the-
on the ceiling and then a huge explosion. But you're in another room. You're not in that room.
Okay, but it's the other room. Okay, I'd like to start, sneakily looking outside my room, see what exactly the situation is.
All right. So you break into the commoner room and then you see up ahead like this. So this is actually from the situation here, right? This is a longhouse, and the longhouse is basically just has one big room in the middle, and then the small compartmentalized rooms to the sides. But they in themselves don't have like a seating to them. It's just like basically like a big room with like some smaller compartments, if you will, right? So you see the gaping hole in the ceiling over where your friends sleep, and then the closed door, and you see like people jumping down, and then you obviously don't see them as they enter the room. If you know what I mean,
Okay.
is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So how many people do I roughly think there are? Based on what I can see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who knows?
Okay. I'm going to go wake up Rhoda, or I guess she's awake.
Everybody is awake.
I don't know. That girl, like, I haven't figured out how her sleep pattern works. So, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to, God damn, caught you really off guard. I'm going to run in.
Actually, give me a second. Rhoda is not
Yep.
waking up. Rhoda is not waking
She's
up.
not waking up.
No.
Okay, then I'm going to spend my turn like actively trying to wake her up.
All right, she's not waking up.
Oh Jesus. Okay. I'm gonna have to leave her then, and I'm going to just sprint for the other room.
All right. Yeah, and you let's say you enter the room at the end of your round.
Sure.
Okay.
And bonus action, can I patient defense?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. So these guys just like start streaming in and just like start stabbing at people who are still in their beds after being singed. Now there are 4 people in there, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Marlene, Kortz, Golda, Thorin.
Mhm.
All right. So I'll go just through. First one, Thorin. 18 AC.
It damage it was called. Everything hits pretty much.
15 too.
Yes.
Okay, so the first guy stabs you twice. For 6 plus 6, 12 points. Second guy, Golda. Misses the first one probably with 13.
I'm not sure what my unarmored is. Though I don't
Your
know,
dex.
does my dex is 19 plus 4?
So that's plus 4. It's 14 then. If you don't have a shield or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a shield.
Mm-hmm. All right. Give me a second. I need to answer someone. All right. Next one is Kortz. For 18.
All right, that hits.
Second attack misses. It's 4 points.
Ouch.
Then Marlene with disadvantage. 16 misses.
Miss.
Second attack hits. Second attack hits with 22.
Ooh, that's a disadvantage?
Not really. It's not with advantage.
Okay.
For 5 points. 1, 2, 3,
Got
4, and then one more round for everybody, and the rest cannot reach you. So Thorin, 16 and 18.
One more round for everyone? Why?
Mhm.
There's that many of them?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, but it.
That's 9 plus 6, 15 points more. Then Golda, crits, and 18. Two
Yep.
hits. Crit first. 6 points with the crit, and 6 points with the second hit.
Am I able to dodge any of these? I guess I'll dodge one of them.
Yeah, you can dodge this, whichever, the crit or the non-crit, doesn't matter, right?
3 or 6, 3.
So 13 for Cords. I don't know if that's a hit. And Marlene on defensive stance. 17.
Misses.
All right. So the next rounds of attacks does not hit you. Now you see them basically jumping in, and you can cut from a quick count. It's about 10 of them.
Okay.
Not everybody could attack like in the first surprise round, but that's now you also see someone still standing on top of the ceiling. However, he's not jumping down. Cots. All right.
Not
Thorin.
yet.
I think he was on the phone call, yeah.
Okay,
Thorin.
so yeah, gets up, takes his hammer, takes a breather. Not what I needed, but it's what I got. And the dwarf just goes up, he's just being stabbed by all these guys. He
Yeah.
just like pushes them back with the hammer, and he just
Yeah.
begins
And
frothing from the mouth.
as they jump down and stab you, they shout at you. The masks are joined. The goddess sounded. She shall return, and then they stab you.
Oh, fuckers. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's go. The dwarf just pushes them back. Yeah, cock feathers, you're the best with the wrong dwarf. And he brings the hammer back. Goes
Mm-hmm.
up super hard. Let's go with that. And first one.
Okay. Oh wow, you're mad. Oh yeah, you're
Boom.
mad.
I completely forgot.
Bad.
+4 to that. +4 to that as well.
You're
Just-
very mad. Yeah, the first one is dead.
Boom! Just bonk him right in the face. And the blow is so strong, it carries right into the next one.
That's not it.
I will. Give me a second. Precision. It's good enough. 15.
Mm-hmm. Not
All
enough.
right. Misses?
Yeah.
Okay. And the swing just goes, but it hits him. But since there's the what was left of the first guy in the way, he managed to the armor absorbs most of the impact, and as he's stepping back, the dwarf steps forward, as this guy clearly seems to have underestimated the dwarf, and tries again. Bonus, and that certainly misses, as he brings in the dwarf, just smacks the ground. He's just swinging, frothing from the mouth. He's not taking the greatest care, as it just goes wild, and action surge.
It's close combat, so it's hard to.
Yeah, action surge, no use saving it. I'm not gonna live too long. And just keeps going on him. It's just a barrage of attacks going left, right. You've never seen the dwarf go so fast.
Next one dead.
Boom! Just bonk him in the head, and he also just goes right into the ground as dwarf keeps going.
Wait, you're surprised. It's not your round yet. It's not first round.
Oh,
Sorry.
I rolled super shit initiative. Oh, okay.
Sorry. I forgot.
Oh,
Golda,
thanks.
your turn. My bad.
All right,
Golda,
so in the panic, the dog has kicked her bow under the bed, so she just kind of like grabs her blade and pulls it out and just attacks whatever the nearest one to her is.
I thought you wrote better, Lewis. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, that's it.
And am I close enough to Lewis to get a
Yeah,
snake?
it's a clusterfuck. Absolutely. You still have disadvantage, right? So because no, it's scimitar. My bad. Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm not bowing. I said the dog kicked the bow under the bed, so she just goes for a
Yes.
blade.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. Double that, right? Come on, do it.
Exact same roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, you murder death kill him. How do you kill this poor sub?
So like she's basically like it's dark. She can like I guess there's still a little bit of light from the
Moon
burning?
and the fire. Yeah.
So she just kind of like stabs at the first thing that isn't Thorin and just like just guts the guy.
Yeah. And he bleeds all over.
In a bit of a panic, and then she's like, and she, I guess she would like disengage and like scramble back and start fishing around under the bed, trying to get her bow.
All right. Well done. Marlene.
Can I get up through the hole in the roof? Like, can I run up the wall up and onto the roof?
That's a jump, a pretty high jump, because again,
Well,
like the walls don't.
I can run on vertical surfaces.
She's magic.
Oh.
She's a gecko.
Come on. It's probably night. You can teleport if you want.
Well, with all the fire is my concern. Plus, it eats a key point.
No.
So if I can run up there. That'd be even better.
Teleporting is not the question. I'm just thinking you would still need to jump because like at least some parts, because the ceiling is like this, and then it's like open up in the.
I can't see past the picture. What you're trying to show me.
Alright. Like the ceiling. Wait, this is hard. Okay,
It's like
so the ceiling is like this, right? And then it's opened up, so it's this. So it's not only vertical, but it's even harder than that. I don't know how this would work, but sure you can.
So,
Why not?
Okay, so I can run up and
Just
do
give
a
me
jump.
acrobatics. Just give me an acrobatics and roll higher than 8.
Okay, sounds good.
I don't know if you actually can. Yeah, done.
Okay, so I'm going to jump up and I'm going straight for the guy who is hanging out up there.
Interesting. Okay.
So can I get to him, or was that
Absolutely.
like all my movement and then some?
No, absolutely.
Okay, then I'm going to try and go after him, and if I have a bonus attack,
No.
I'll take.
When you get up there, you see he's wearing heavy armor. The armor is pitch black and has a crest in front of it, which looks like which is basically looks like a trident. However, that instead of 3, it has 5 pointy ends, and they are spread out. So it's not like pointing in the same direction, but it's rather it's looking.
It's fanned.
It's fanned, and it is just the tip of the trident that is shown, and where the where they kind of split up the different spokes. It's it's a lot thicker than you would expect from a general trident, but it's like stylized, right? It's just like that. That's what he's having there, and he's having a long, also pitch black cape and a full helmet on, which denies you any vision of his face. But there's like some smoke coming out of the visor.
Okay, great, cool. Do I have a bonus action left?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Or is okay? I'm going to flurry of blows,
Mm-hmm.
and if one of those hits,
No attack hits.
that didn't hit.
No.
Okay, good to know. That's my turn.
Okay. Now that they are on the ground and kind of go into position, they seem very capable people, Thorin, and they come down now with their daggers drawn and not just while falling onto you, basically, and they tag team the shit out of you. So I'll go from left to right again. Thorin, I'll make 2 attacks against you because I know there's 2 for each one of you, right? So first one attacks you twice.
Hit.
12.
Hit.
All right, and 11.
Hit.
Okay, that's gonna hurt as fuck.
I see 9.
Second one attacks twice, hits and hits. Okay, that's 4 hits. That's gonna hurt as fuck. I'm just telling you this right now. Because first of all, because they have you now surrounded, you take 12 plus 9, and then the 4 attacks, which is another 3 plus 3 is 6. Sorry, 6. Yeah, 6. 10, 13, 6, another 16 points.
6 plus 16 or 16 total?
Yeah. No, 6 plus 16. So 22.
Okay.
So that's the first 2. Then Golda, against you, same thing. 11 and 12 misses.
Yeah.
20 and 16,
20 and 16 hit.
both.
Yes.
All right. Then another hit and another hit. So 3 hits. So that's 10 points plus 8 points plus 4 points plus 9 points plus 8 points.
All right, I'll
Okay.
have the 10.
Didn't want to interrupt, but that dwarf is down, so didn't reach my hammer.
All right. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I didn't manage to count all that up, so that was 10, 8.
Then, well, Courts, you're the only one else who's down there. Gets attacked. Hits. 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 17?
Yeah, that hits. Yep.
All right, pick it hit 4 times. 7, 11, 8, and 8.
So total of, gosh, what is that? 35 damage.
Something, yeah.
Okay, I'm down.
All right, so then the person on top. It sucks that you're in
Hi.
front of him. What would you do? Okay, he tries to touch you. Tries to touch you.
Like, we only just met.
Nah. He goes right for the thing. Right for the touch. Now let me double check what the thing is you need to do. Okay, give me a charisma saving throw, please.
Okay,
DC is
probably
15.
not enough. Nope.
as you stand there, you vanish.
Okay.
At the end of your turn, is it? Do you get more saves? And nope, you don't get any other saves.
Wow. Okay, so I'm just gone.
Yep. At least for now.
Bye, guys.
All right, thoughts.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Okay. Let's see. The death save button is there.
Oh, you're down. All right.
Yeah, I've been whispering. I'm at negative 33 hit points.
All right, but you're not dead, right?
Well, I'm pretty close.
You have more-
but no, not there yet.
Okay. All right, Thorin, gone. Oh yeah, Gulda, you're up.
All right, so just blindly slashing in desperation at the nearest guy.
Absolutely.
Since everybody in my party appears to be dead.
Yep.
Everybody. Okay, that's it. Certainly.
That's about all she can do. other than
Okay.
like disengage and try to back away. There's no windows.
Yeah,
or
you can
anything,
certainly.
Right?
There wouldn't be windows, but there's an open door leading into the main room, and you start to hear now other people kind of waking up and coming towards you, like
So she would
Wolfgar.
probably disengage and try to get to that.
Absolutely, yeah. When you exit the room and get into the main hall, you see that Wolfgar is coming. He has a shield and he has a sword ready, and like a few of the others are coming too at this point.
He just sees her panicked and covered in blood, but it's coming out of the room like.
And you also start to see Rhoda woke up now.
All right, that's my turn. Just staggering out of the room.
All right, Marlene, you are banished.
Where the hell am I?
You just see blackness, and you feel constrained. You can seems that you cannot move. Now the leathery guys kind of charge after you, Golda, and kind of enter into the room. Now there are some other people, so they're gonna fight. Yay, playing with myself. Holy shit! No, I roll like total crap. Okay, but one gets to you as well. Takes you. Not with advantage anymore, though. 15.
Yep, that would hit.
6 points. Not more. And you just hear something thump, outside.
Like foomp, like big landing thing, foomp.
Yeah, something heavy landing.
Okay. Well, not like I can do much.
All right, and you hear. Do you understand Draconic?
Yes.
You hear someone call out. Stirkskmik, come here. We are done. In Draconic.
Okay.
Oldak.
Alrighty. The fun button. There we go. That's a feeling.
the fun button. Sorry.
Great.
All right. Go that.
Since there's a bunch of them, she's gonna cast that. I don't know
All
why
right.
it shows a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Yeah, I know what it is. It's a D4. There are 3 others than you, and it's a D4 to like it's a 4 and a D4 to hit you. And
So four copies of her spring into existence, and
that's action.
mingle with the people moving, not the
Absolutely.
people attacking, but like with the people helping defend.
Yep.
She's assuming they're helping defend anyway.
Yeah, they are attacking as well.
And that's her turn.
All right. Marlene is still gone. Now
I don't exist.
you don't exist now. Not now, at least. Oh, you do, but not here. Now that there's like a melee breaking up, and Wolfgar's crew and Wolfgar himself actually kill 3 of them, and you see, Golda, you see that they cannot take much of a punch.
The guys that are attacking us?
Yeah.
Or Wolfgar's crew?
Maybe both, but they cannot take much of a punch. So as soon as they get hit, they basically drop.
Yep, I noticed it on my streams, Brown.
Yeah, in your dreams,
Golda
right?
Golda did kill one, but like she like butchered him, so she wasn't sure if she's lucky or not. So.
Yeah, maybe they are super strong warriors, but it's more likely that they don't really. They are fairly like they can move pretty quickly, and they really can hurt you bad, but they don't really have like many. No, I also need to add Rhoda, right?
They're assassins.
Oh, actually, let's just do Rhoda now because I didn't roll her. Okay, so Rhoda tries to come to the rescue here, and again, her eyes. It's so good to play with myself. I love it. I love it, loving it. It's so great. Yeah. Sorry, it's like it sucks. All right, now I need to make a bunch of saves. So make save, fail, make save, fail, fail. Okay, they all stop in their tracks because apparently I cannot roll higher than 10. So they all stop to move here for a second. And you hear someone, just like something else, like big wings, like just land outside.
Jesus.
It's fun times. Oh boy.
Oldak.
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
Thorin.
That's
Okay.
just the incredible number I
That's
always get.
twice. That is twice. Twice. That's just your luck, huh?
Incredible.
Golda.
So I guess at this point, she would assist one of the dudes fight, like one of Wolfgar's guys fighting.
Yeah.
Whatever the closest one is. I guess
Yeah.
all of her little duplicates would all just dodge
Then-
in and stab
Yeah.
at one of the guys.
Yeah, it's a hit. You get
And-
backstab, yeah.
Yeah.
It nearly doesn't matter what you he's absolutely kill death. And you
Cut
actually
some-
have
cut
advantage
some-
anyway. You have advantage because they don't move. They just stand there like doofuses.
Okay, so she just cuts him down.
Yeah, they stand there. You can also just run past by them. You don't even need to dodge, right? Because they just stand there as if frozen. So if you want to attack them, you certainly can. If you want to do something else, you can do that too.
Well, I mean, I only get one attack, so.
Yeah, but you can do something else if you want.
I guess if they're just standing there like idiots, she
Yeah.
might try to run and see whoever her closest companion is. That, like, I guess I don't know if she'd make it all the way back to Thorin. He was still on,
Why
like-
wouldn't you? You can
Well,
double
she'll
move.
get-
You don't need to dodge.
yeah,
You can double move.
okay. So she double moved, but she wouldn't be able to do anything when she got there.
No, you can move. You don't need to dodge. Again, you don't need to
No,
dodge.
no,
They
I
are
know.
not
I don't
moving.
need to. I don't. But I can double move. But then that's my bonus action as my second move.
Yeah,
Can't
and then
roll
you move, and then you have an action.
But I thought my attack was my action.
If you want to attack, yeah.
I did attack. I killed the guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Then you. I just wanted to emphasize that they're not moving, so you don't even need to like attack anybody who's standing near anybody because they're not doing anything, right? But okay.
I don't know if
So
she
you killed-
really realized that they were stunned until she killed the
Yeah.
guy and he just went down. So then she moved, realizing they're stunned. She's moving in to try to
Yeah.
save her
So-
buddies.
So the three, So the three more of them die, being basically killed where they stand. It's really hard to miss, not moving targets. Well, actually, I retract that. One still misses. So just two.
How did you miss a death?
If you roll a 2 and a 2 with
He
advantage,
trips over
that's
his
how you.
shoelace and misses.
Yes, something like that. Yeah, and you start to hear the wings, the outside.
Yeah, she's not excited.
Die by being basically killed?
Yes.
Did I just say that?
Something like that.
I'm such a literate person. I need to write books with this. All right, Alduck.
Here we go. All right.
You shouldn't mock me.
I guess not.
All right, Gilda, your turn. You see Alduck underneath some rubble, a little bit caved in, bleeding heavily, and you see Thorin with a few gashing wounds on the ground.
Does either of them have a medical kit on their belt?
No one of them
Yeah,
is even wearing any belts.
Oh,
Oh.
well, that's true, but it's in the pack.
I guess
Yeah.
she would go start digging through somebody's pack. Because
Yeah,
I actually have a healer's kit on me. That's right. I do have my own healer's kit. So
All right, so you
She
get
would
your
go-
own healer's kit from your stuff.
yeah, and she would go to old Doc because he looks like he's bleeding out worse.
All right, sure.
So old Doc medical check, I guess.
Yeah, automatic save. If you use the kit, it's automatic stabilize.
Okay, so use the kit, automatic stabilize. if he's not
All
already
right.
too far gone.
All right. Okay.
Can you
Marlene.
teleport out of the darkness?
Okay, so yeah, they just die because they can't do shit. It's just like this is sad for them, but yeah, that's just how they die. Because no one made a save. I mean, let me double check this though. Yes, that's a hit. Yes, that's a hit. That's not a hit. That's not a hit. Okay, one's still alive. Now you reappear, Marlene, and you just see something big flying into the direction of the moon.
Okay, great. I exist.
Yeah.
I assume everything is shit. So,
Golda, your turn.
I probably can't do anything.
Move over to Thorin and try to stabilize him as well,
All right.
or use the medical kit so auto stabilize.
Yeah. All right, Marlene.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look down in the hole, and I assume I see everything is kind of shit at the moment. And I'll
Yeah,
go
like
ahead and
there's one standing surrounded by other people, and you see like orbs flying at others out of Rhoda's hands.
okay, and
It's so
I'll-
nice that she isn't here, and I just need to play that.
I'll jump down from where I am because I assume the guy that I was fighting is gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll jump down.
Yep. And there's one more standing, as I said.
Okay, I'm gonna go straight for him then because
All right,
fucking
you have
close
advantage.
spaces.
It's a hit. Then he wakes up. That's a hit.
He's still up
He's
then.
not dead yet. Like 10 damage is not quite enough.
Not quite enough.
Yeah. Now it's
How
enough.
about now?
Yes. You murdered him as he's just like waking up, looking around, and then gets his head smashed in. All right.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. If I notice anybody else is hurt, I'm gonna try and run in.
Two more people are down. One completely has lost an arm.
Any allies who are up, I have my healer's kit. I assume we're out of initiative now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have my healer's kit, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Pitch.
and help whoever I see near me.
You patch one of the people up that got that let you in. Two others of them are dead, and Wolfgar like has a deep gash like straight across his face.
That'll be a really nice scar later.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm gonna do whatever I can medically to heal up people.
Healer's kit has 4 charges.
I think it's 10.
10.
It's 10 by default.
Okay, I just wanna make sure I have 8 out of.
Let me just double check something.
Okay, surprise rounds are nasty. Especially when you are naked and have 9 AC.
9? Holy fuck!
I have shit dexterity, and that's why I use heavy armor. Without heavy armor, my AC is shit. I mean, you remember when I had medium armor and a shield, my AC was 15, right? I need heavy armor. So.
Yeah.
At least it's cold. You're
Oh,
not
yes,
sleeping in the nude, right?
But
Well, let me just put it that way. He just got circumcised.
at least my beard is all right.
Oh god. anything but the beard. Oh god.
I'd be pissed if they were like, the ghost goes to knife to your neck and cut your beard. I'd be like, no, cut my neck!
Not my neck. Cut my balls, not my neck. Like, what's going on? All right. So, and I think on that note,
Okay.
That's the session.
Wow.
3 words. What the fuck? I was kidding when I said I had full 8 in the assassins. This really was the 8 full 8. Okay.
I recall a very similar outcome with Ivor.
Yes, get cut up naked. Just like
Yeah.
Yes. Who was the one? It was Rhoda, right?
Hmm?
The one on guard was Rhoda, right?
Whoever it was, they're fired.
No, the problem
Like-
with that one was that we had someone on guard and she saw them, right? But she didn't wake up anyone. I think it was Rhoda. Jen.
I don't know. Oh, you mean when you got backstabbed in front of
Oh,
in
yeah.
front of Jill Kuhn?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
where
yeah.
Ivor
No,
was
no,
speaking.
no, now I got where you.
Because that's
what
the
you
second.
were
This is the
referring.
second time I've been caught with my pants completely down. It's not fun. It's basically you have no AC, just berserker barrage.
Yeah, they also are pretty like glass cannony.
Yeah, I know this. In my dreams, I was swinging at them and killing them. But then,
Yeah. All right. Favorite moments? I guess. Lewis.
I don't have favorites. I have worst moments, which is fire coming from the ceiling. Least favorite moment in 10 sessions.
Yeah. Yeah. It keeps you up at night, huh?
Screw you! I'm not sleeping without my armor for the next week.
Poor Thorin has insomnia now, just constantly.
It's like every time I sleep without my armor, I get fucked.
It's like, and I moved into the bedroom with you guys so that I wouldn't get woken up by Rhoda.
That went well.
My fireball or something.
So I got woken up with a fireball instead.
Wasn't a fireball.
Well,
Hey,
whatever. I'm a
thankfully.
little singed. It's still good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Emmy, favorite moment?
The ambush, definitely. Yeah. Waking up and 2 of my 3 companions are pretty much down already. And I'm like, waving a sword around in the dark.
Yeah. Well, at least you didn't have disadvantage because of the fire around you.
Hooray! Woohoo!
Yay!
Yay.
Yay! Okay, Bryce.
Snowshoes. Motherfucking snowshoes. They might not have been useful mechanically. We might not have used them long. We might have only got a half mile with them. But we used them.
You
They
did.
steal them.
You
No, he
did.
purchased them. Oh god.
Snowshoes. Don't you eat that yellow snow from right there where the huskies go?
What? Nope.
All right, Alex.
Ambush. Absolutely the ambush.
So my
And-
players like to get really
No, not
right
really.
away. Noted.
and then just like all of a sudden not existing for like the entirety of the battle.
Yeah, I actually double read that spell if you really don't have any saves.
I looked it up too.
Nope. There isn't.
Nope.
Nope, just
There is
Nope.
concentration, right? But otherwise.
Yeah, it's a concentration spell, but you don't get like because most of these spells have get you another. But
Yeah.
nope, this one doesn't. If
At
he
least
gets
you
you,
have
he
the
gets you.
Evil, otherwise she wouldn't be coming back.
Molly's
Yeah.
gonna have like terrible claustrophobia for the rest of her life. Just small dark
It's pretty
spaces.
interesting.
And
It's
Hey.
actually pretty interesting. You could argue in how I run games. You could argue that she doesn't come back.
True.
Now I'm scared. What do you mean?
But on that note, let's close this session.